Hey, we're alive. Hello, I'm gonna get pizza.
Anyone in chat play web fishing? So, welcome back to Days of Dusk, the internet's worst D&D podcast.
Yay!
Thanks, Knark.
No problem, God.
So, what is this? Okay. Just, ordering my notes. Because apparently I didn't write much last time. Not much happened, but I had 2 bullet points when I should have had 3. Nick still has a natural 1 kleptomancy to fulfill, which will not be today either, actually, because he can't join us tonight. So that's something to look forward to, I guess.
So the question is, does it get worse every day he doesn't fulfill it?
I mean, how can that was the worst it could get. It really can't be any worse.
What if he rolls another nat 1 the next day?
Then it's just continuing to be the same amount of worst.
God damn it, trouble.
But yeah, last session, not a whole lot happened. They explored the building that they've been staying in a little bit more and found out that Dudley currently lives in the living space above an old bookstore, which has been shut down for apparently some time. And he kind of just uses it as like a personal library now. So, and Gunark and Bellis had a little sparring match. Bellis won. It was actually pretty close. Closer than it probably should have been, actually. So, well done, Gunark.
Gunark be wildin'.
Gunark's just like that. I don't know, man.
Gunark's built different.
He's simply like that. And yeah, we're still hoping to get out of Bournemouth. Surely this time. Definitely this time, chat.
Sure, totally.
Or where the fuck are you? Are you going to the pizza place?
Yes!
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
It's like outside the apartment right now, like. Just left your balcony open.
Bold assumption that I have a balcony.
Just like out the front of the, just yelling up.
Could have a roleplay like
In my opinion.
Oh my God.
In my opinion.
This is bullying.
So yeah. We're gonna start off where we left off, with Rylerin on his way into Libby's little shop. So you turn the doorknob, door clicks open to the same strange but not wholly unpleasant or pleasant smell. It's not gross in here, you know, it's just it's an odd stench, an odd aroma. Kind of wafts out from just a mixture of potions and ingredients and fluids and things that are just kind of all around in here, in this mess of a store. Door my chair, and you hear you hear Lidley. She's actually upstairs, and you hear her yell down, "Just a second!
Take your time.
Oh, it's you!"
That it is. How you doing?
I'm alright.
Should I also step away from my mic so it's,
She'll make some more pizza.
I was just saying for the bit, but
Nah, she you kind of hear like a thud, 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 thud. She rapidly descends this spiral
Oh, shit.
staircase. Kind of hops down to the landing. And kind of like looks you up and down, gives you a nod, and is like, "This time I actually have good news for you."
oh really?
And she goes up over, and reaches up to a bottle. It's similar, but not the same as the one that you brought in.
Okay.
It's a similar size. It's a little smaller, but it does have a number of pills in it.
No!
And she kind of comes over, and she's like, I can, there we go. Boop, boop. So she comes over and she's like, all right, now I would be careful taking these, because if you take too many in a time, it might affect your health. Though, she kind of like stops and puts her hand on her chin and looks for a second. Is like, I'm not sure the effect they will have on your health, but your allies definitely should not take too many of them. And I really wouldn't recommend you do either. It's just a bad idea.
Right. So, did you figure out what it's all made of?
Yeah. So, there is a type of metal in here that's been kind of shaved down into a very fine powder and mixed into the pills, which are then put in the capsules, right? All of the herbs, that I mentioned before are, of course, in here as well. Now, those aren't too dangerous as long as you don't take too many at once. If you take too many, you'll sleep for a lot longer than you're expecting to. So don't do that. But, save for those, the metal itself is also dangerous for a few reasons. First and foremost, putting too much metal in your body in general is a bad rule.
Right.
Just don't eat metals. I would recommend. But it's also, since it absorbs magic, it can mess with the flow of your magic. If there's too much inside you, which for most people would be dangerous. For you, I don't know if it would be more or less dangerous, to be honest.
Wait, so DM, so she's saying it absorbs my magic, so... Or absorbs it
You're not
around
really
me?
sure.
Okay. Sorry, do you mean, like, it'll absorb my magic, or a magic around me, so I'll have too much magic in me, like... Which way
She
are we
looks
going?
at you and goes, I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't know all the science behind this kind of metal. It's very, very rare. I could only get some of it on short notice from the Svihalen, so...
What metal was it?
Let me check my notes, hold on.
Her starting to flip through her notes.
Yeah, let me check my notes here. Let's see. Like, sort of licks her thumb and, like, turns the page.
Ah, shit, these two papers are stuck together.
I think it's on this page. Hold on. Where the fuck did I put this?
Her dropping the accent, what the fuck?
No, that was me, bro.
I know, it's just really funny to think about.
The fuck? Am I tweaking?
Can you do Control F and search?
Okay, it's not named what I thought it was then, because it's not... Hold on.
Trouble. Wow. Mwah.
No,
I love my cat so much.
I love your cat.
You hear that, Trouble? You're
I love
loved.
you, little guy.
Someone loves you out there.
Here it is. Okay, I was
A
spelling
little
it differently.
ominous, but okay.
I like the spelling that I thought it had more than the spelling that I actually wrote in here, so...
Yeah,
even
you
if
can
you
go
don't
kind of
want
quietly do a little edit.
Yeah, just gonna... Okay. And I also am gonna put it where it really should have been, because I checked one spot that it should have been in here, and I wrote, in the spot, rare metals, comma space, underscore. Because I was planning to name it later, and then where I did write it down is not in the place it should have been written
That's
down.
so funny.
So I'm
ADHD,
just
but it
gonna-
also affects where you put things in notes, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, big time. Fucking big time. Alright. I also have a name for... There's another thing I'm noticing here. I don't think I wrote this down anywhere in my notes, but I named, like, an area,
Uh-huh.
like a sub-area, and in here I have written 2 major sub-areas, and then there's a bullet point that just says A, and a bullet point that also just says A, because I was gonna write in what it
Nice.
was, and I've named one of the 2 now. But I didn't write it in.
The place we're supposed to be.
I'm gonna do that now. I didn't write it in at all. I think it's actually, because I'll put, if I think of something on my phone, I usually send it to myself on Discord. So
That's
I put
so
it in
funny.
here, but not in my actual notes. I just put it in Discord.
My god.
So. But anyway. So she says, it's a metal that was usually found in a star drop fall. It's called Celestium.
Oh, shit.
I will send that in the mic. It's pretty uncommon, as you can imagine. Magics that conduct, or metals that conduct magic like this are dangerous, so most of them are either in the government's hands or in the hands of powerful mages across the nation, or missing, you know. You even find some on the black market, but they go for exorbitant prices because of the dangers involved with handling a high-quality item of the sort. Finding it in small traces is a little easier, like you see in this. She kind of holds up the bottle. Most of the mines are said to be stripped clean in Stardrop, especially of a metal like this, so finding more of it is pretty difficult.
Shit. How much do I owe you?
How much do you have?
Oh no! I kind of just hold out my pouch. 171 gold worth, and 9 silver.
She kind of thinks, and she's like, well, I'll give you a discount, but it's kind of looks at your pouch again and goes, it's still most of this.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll give it to you for 150.
I appreciate that. I can always come back once I get some more coin and hand you the rest.
Better yet, come back and just buy more stuff.
I could try to get my folks to come around and buy some ingredients and stuff that of the sort from you.
You can also custom order potions if you see fit.
That's true.
A lot of the trouble with actually creating a particular potion is making sure I have the ingredients.
Fair enough.
So I might have to custom order them, and then I can ship the potion to you. And as long as nothing happens in between,
You can ship things to us?
yeah. I mean, there are risks involved, and you need to pay up front, but... I mean, there's always the possibility that the messenger gets robbed or something, and unfortunately, there's not much I can do about that, and you'll still lose your money. But if it reaches you, then you don't have to come all the way back here just to pick up a potion.
It is true.
And my messengers are discreet. So usually they don't get robbed.
Also, she said 150.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, I feel light on my feet now, huh, guys?
So
Ooh.
14, and then 10. There we go. 21 gold and 9 silver. Rah!
Rah.
Rah.
So much gold.
It's worth it. It's what? How many doses of it do I have now?
There are 6 pills in there.
Jeez. Six pills. Cool. Yeah, well, I'll make sure to let, my group know about the services you provide. I'm sure a couple of them will be more than interested in getting some bottles. Sorry, I got the hiccups. Didn't know I could do that.
Huh. I have a remedy for hiccups.
I figured you're gonna be a little bit out of my price range, sweetheart.
It might be now, yeah.
Yeah. But
But
consider
here you go.
I'll hand over the gold and everything like that. Well, speaking of Stardust Falls, if anything, we are most likely be heading over to Stardust Falls to do some of our own exploration. If you'd like, I can try to keep an eye out for some ingredients over there and bring them over, because we'll have to come by here anyways.
Oh, sure, yeah. Any more of that Celestium stuff could be useful, I'm sure, but,
What?
just be a little key about it while you're traveling,
Of course. Is there?
if you
does
find
it,
any.
does it look it any particular way? Like, I'll kind of like open like my notebook for her to write it, like any stuff that she wants, and like the descriptions of it, so I can keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, she starts scribbling some stuff down. You've seen her handwriting, and most of the time, it's like, it's a little scratchy, but...
I'll kind of like, as she starts writing, I'm like, do you want to just slow down so I can make sure that I can read it as well?
Oh, yeah. Because that's what I was gonna say. It's normally a little scratchy, and she writes in halfling. She's writing in common, and you can tell her proficiencies do not lie there.
Oh, no.
She's capable. She knows the words and how they're spelled. She's a little out of practice with the actual penmanship.
No.
So it's a little... It's legible, but barely.
I'll like read through it and just like making sure that,
That's yeah. Mm-hmm.
and then like
Just
scratch out and correct anything, and then I'm like, just will get some more clarification for myself.
Yeah. In essence, it is a kind of silvery cobalt blue. Most of the time, although it can look more silver or more blue in some cases, the color it actually has varies a bit because it's got kind of almost a holographic, like visual
Ooh.
quality to it.
Like
If
fucking
you've ever seen like
bismuth?
holographic like cards for like Pokemon or something.
Labradorite?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and the other notable thing, because Labradorite has that kind of like vein sort of effect to it, of like those lines that will cross back and forth. It doesn't have that. Instead, it has little bits that are kind of a silverish platinum color that will be mixed in most of the time.
Okay.
So it almost looks like a starry night sky.
That's
That's
so
what people
pretty.
generally describe it as.
Okay.
It's not likely you'll find it refined into ingots. It'll most likely be in little scraps and bits and stuff, because anything that's been properly refined is probably not in circulation.
Alright, is there anything else that, any other, like, plants or something that you'd like to get from Stardark Falls?
She gives you a list.
Sick.
Suffice it to say.
I will keep that list and keep an eye out for when we get there. But I'll kind of like nod. Well, I appreciate doing this. It's real nice knowing that, if anything, it can be also recreated again once I run out, and of course with proper compensation next time.
Just kind of nods approvingly. Hands on her little hips.
Again, thank you so much. I'll again let the group know we'll stop by. We're planning to head out today. Ain't sure if we'll make it out, but that's the plan. Trouble. Fucker's perched on my shoulder like a parrot and just purring.
Sorry, I can't. Pretty hard to hear you. You're kind of.
Oh, sorry. I had to move
again.
No, I had to move my mic because Trouble was fucking around. But now he's just perched on my shoulder like a fucking parrot and purring so loud in my ear. I can't hear shit.
He's about to take off, bro.
Yeah. Bro, my shoulder hurts. Please get down. Heavy. Okay, you don't want to get down. That's fine. This is my life now. There we go. Yeah, I'll have a good rest of your day.
You too. Sorry, I'm writing notes.
You're good. I love her so much.
He's a very silly Billy.
And I guess I will head towards the Svihelin Arena, for the next, meeting, question mark? Because that's where we would meet, in theory, right?
I mean, it could be. It could be a number of places, potentially. So.
It's the nearest, so it'd be easiest for me to check there first.
Yeah, I mean, as you walk up, the guards kind of recognize you, and they look at each other and kind of are like, yeah, this guy can probably go in, and then they, open the door for you.
I love that they have to, like, look at each other and be like, hey.
Like,
are you gonna blame me?
Didn't this guy come here as a prisoner last time? Yeah, but there's a lot exchange, like, they look at each other, and it's almost as if they're talking with their eyes. It's weirdly like, what's the word?
Fucking Kalashtar. They have, they can talk with each other, and mental is the joke.
Yeah, but I'm trying to. There's like a specific.
Is it like the twin thing?
No.
Telepathy?
No, it's less articulate. There's a very articulate quality to the look in their eyes.
Okay. But no, I just love the idea of they're like, okay, are you gonna blame me if we get in trouble, or am I gonna blame you in trouble? Do we both agree on this?
Like, and then they're also kind of like, I mean, he doesn't look that. He's tall, but he's pretty skinny. I don't think.
I think
Even if we let him in, they can probably just, if he's a problem or whatever, right? Like,
yeah, just one swift kick to the knee.
It's like that's all it takes.
But yeah, I'll kind of like, do you know if the oh god, what's the fucking title for him again? My brain says matriarch. I'm like, that's absolutely the wrong thing.
Patriarch.
Patriarch. I was so fucking
Matriarch
quick.
is a woman. That would, you would get your ass beat.
Is it matriarchy? What?
Roll initiative now.
Yeah, I was just wondering, I was supposed to meet with, the Patriarch just to discuss some things. He's not here, is he, today?
You said matriarch. Yeah.
Oh, I said, Patriarch, sorry, my accent, Patriarch. I thought I said Patriarch. In my brain said Patriarch.
Tisk.
we'll roll back the tapes.
Is
We'll
the
figure it out.
matriarch here?
Patriarch, my accent. I swear it's my accent. But yeah, is the patriarch here, or is he back in his office for the day?
Would he be? No, he's actually probably there. He's in the main estate, I believe.
And I'll kind of like, is he over yonder there?
Over yonder.
The other guy kind of like raises an eyebrow at you and is like, "That's where the main estate is."
Well, yeah. I'm not sure. Look, how do I get to talk to him? That's all I'm trying to ask. Like,
he makes
do
a
I-
face. He's like, and he's like,
Do I need-
question? I mean, if he doesn't want to talk to you, you're gonna have to wait a while. If he does, you just gotta make sure that he knows that you're there.
I'll figure it out. Thank you. And I'll just keep on moving.
You get the vibe that he's pretty fickle, you know? He doesn't do a lot of personal meetings with people.
Oh, absolutely. So, which building is it gonna be? Is it the round one or the...
You know this one is like the very main estate building.
Okay.
But you're not sure what the other two have in them. Like this whole like complex is part of the Svion estate, right?
Yeah.
You know this is the building that he lives in. But you don't know what these other two are, so it's kind of hard to.
I'm gonna head towards the main estate because that just makes the most sense. Hopefully I don't get my shit kicked in.
You get some looks as you're walking up, as people don't recognize you.
I'm just doing like the awkward like head nod, like raise the hand, like, hey, good morning. Hi.
lot of Svihelling grunts who are kind of like, should we just let this guy? It's like I don't know. I haven't been told to be on the lookout for anyone like this. So some people whisper. Actually, with your observant feat, haha.
Oh.
Some of the people who are whispering are not covering their mouths.
Idiots.
So you see at least two of these random grunts be like, "Weren't we supposed to look for a drow?" And the other guy says, "No, that order was called off." He goes, "Huh. Drow with a scar on his face, right?"
Like
And then as his friend turns, you can see him say, "It was called off, man." And then he continues speaking, but he turns his head so you can't see, while the first guy keeps his eyes on you. The guy who's kind of like, "Yeah, I was called off." He doesn't care. He's looking away. He's back. He's doing whatever he's supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
The other guy's still kind of like, called off or not, this is definitely the guy, you know.
I'm just like side-eyeing him, like, dude, I don't want any trouble. I can like see the look and be like raising my hands, like, no weapons. See, I'm innocent.
I'm pretty sure you have weapons on you though.
But not in my hands, so it's not threatening.
That's true. That's true. I mean, he's looking at your weapons.
Would it make you more comfortable if I give you my weapons?
The guy, clearly not any sort of high enough rank to demand that from someone without any pretext, kind of looks away. He's like, oh, whatever.
Fucking idiot.
He's like a little embarrassed because he's like, this guy is just some grunt, right?
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, when you speak directly to him, he like looks away and he's like, gets back to what he was doing, kind of like,
Okay.
He got called out.
So funny. I'm assuming I can get through the door here, question mark? Or is there also guards there?
There are guards there. There's also some people unloading some cargo. You can't see, it's in crates or whatever, but
Kind of like walk up at the side.
from the caravan, you see a familiar face step forth out of the side of it.
That's all that could be a lot of people. Oh!
Someone you've met.
Well, that I would assume.
And he kind of like You know, he's got his usual kind of casual smirk on as he looks around. And then their eyes rest on you for a moment. They kind of like raise an eyebrow for a second. There was not a lot of recognition in their expression.
Damn.
I don't think they know who you are, but they know that they've met you. It's like a you look familiar, but they're trying to delve into the mind.
Familiar. It's been 24 hours.
It's very clear too. Like Rylerin especially would know. Like he's looking at you. They definitely know that they've met you.
Oh
It's
my
like-
god.
At the.
I'll
wouldn't have
save you the trouble. We came from the basement, did the whole speak with dead thing, helped with the green.
Ah, yes, the cleric.
Yep. Rallerin.
Huh. Yes, that was your name, wasn't it?
Yeah, nice to see you again, Endelier.
Yes, you too. kind of
Uh-huh.
dismissive hand, you know, like.
Uh-huh.
Kind of hops down and is like, so what brings you back here?
Just wanted to finish up with the whole request that happened last night, see if they're happy with what they found and all that. Since we're planning to head out soon, I just wanted to get all those loose ends tied up. I said the title.
Holy shit.
All those, and then it's like the invincible title card. All those dun, 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 dun.
Tying up loose ends, if you know what I mean.
Just imagine he looks at you like, oh yeah, nice one, you said the title.
Roll credits.
It's just that like expression of like, oh yeah, how clever. Anyway, like, so he's like, that's probably a wise idea, given that the patriarch did tell you not to leave town without speaking to him again.
Yeah.
I could go ahead and let him know you're here, and
I'd appreciate that.
hopefully he's not in such a mood that he would decide to make you wait too long. I'll be a minute.
Wait
And
out
then he
here
just kind of turns to one of the guards who is like doing the whole intimidation, like nose turned up at you. He's about your
As
height.
he's shorter than me.
No, he's about your height.
Oh shit!
This
what
guard is. The other
fuck?
one's shorter than you.
Why is he
um,
7 foot? Oh wait, no, I'm 6'9". Sorry. Yeah, I'm not 6'9".
He's tall.
6'7".
It's a very tall half-orc fellow.
Ah, that makes sense. I just do
And
the
he's kind
awkward
of like,
wave.
even though he's like at your eye level, he's like turning up his nose at you to try to be
To look down.
intimidating.
Yeah.
He's much wider than you, so fucking
Star.
twig.
I'm not a twink. I'm a twonk.
I said twig.
Oh,
I think you're projecting.
twig, twink, same fucking thing. I'm a twonk.
You said it, not me. But Endelier kind of like turns to the guard and is just like, "Oh, he's up. He's friend of the boss." And the half orc kind of like turns his nose down and has this like confused expression for a second, like, "Friend of the boss."
What the fuck?
It's Endelier hustles inside. The half orc turns to you and goes, "Say, if you're a friend of the boss, why have I never seen you before?"
Because I never really went through the front door.
You makes an even more confused expression. I'm like, what? Everyone goes through the front door.
How's your day?
Stares at you for a second. Good.
Good to hear, good to hear.
A few minutes later.
Really awkward conversation between the two of them. Fuck.
Good. A few minutes minutes later, Andalier pokes his head back out. Just kind of like, kind of motions for you to come in, you know?
I'll kind of scoot
Doesn't
by.
say anything.
I'll give a
Strangely.
say goodbye to the orc. Not the other one. Slip inside.
Gives you a nod of newfound respect.
Yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Dab him up. Not really.
Cat. Sufficient. Yeah. Fist bump him on the way in. Andalier leads you over to a set of doors over here, which leads into a long hallway
Wow.
with doors on either side. You can hear shouting coming from these doors.
Oh boy.
Um,
Also, for
but
some
it's-
reason, why is it not working on this one? Hold on, I'm just gonna quickly restart because it's not working on the OBS map layer. Can you try again?
What is it?
The laser. It wasn't showing up. There we go. We got it. Yeah, that side.
Little heart.
Cute.
Yeah, so up there you can hear, it's not like argument shouting, it's more like
So they're playing ping pong, tennis, badminton, something like that. Understood.
Oh,
maybe. And
The way you did the noise. Huh, huh. Fuck.
It sounds like, man. And they lead you over to this door and kind of like motion to it. The boss is
I'll kind of like look over to the other side. What's? Can I ask what's going on over on that side?
somewhere between a gym and a training room. Some of the men are trained with more militant methods.
I see.
They're all lined up in rows and punching in the same rhythm, and they do some like fake punches at the air, you know, just to be like, and they're doing it in the same like. You now can kind of piece together. It's one guy who will yell like something. You can't quite hear the word because it's muffled through the door and
Yeah.
whatever. But he yells something, and then the rest of them yell the same word as they punch forward, and then the guy yells, and then they punch with the other arm while pulling the first.
Yeah,
back in,
I hear the
yelling
rhythm
thing
now.
Again. So, kind of pierce that together. Andalier kind of rolls their eyes and says, "Honestly, it just makes more foot soldiers, but who couldn't use more grunts, right?"
Sure.
Anyway, motions to the door and starts to walk away.
Thank you. I'll do a little knock on the door.
Come in.
Into the void. Oh, damn it. Hi, Kupal. Hi, miss. Hi.
Ignare has a drink. He's got some papers ahead of him, and he kind of places them back down on the table. Just, you know, to give you his attention. He places them face down, so you can't really see what they say.
That's fine.
And Kuval has the same icy stare.
Yep.
Just looks at you, and then looks vaguely at the wall. Seems to almost zone out.
I'll do kind of like the polite like hand at waist little bow, kind of like not the full one, but like
Yeah.
the
Shallow
motion's
bow.
there. Good morning to you. How you doing?
Some trouble with shipment or something, but I've sent Andalier to deal with that much. Generally, I'm in a fairly good mood, given that we've found those. Well, I should say you found those records. It's made things easier for us recently.
Oh no, they found the records. I'll kind of like nod along.
He kind of like. He keeps looking at you, and he's like, You look scared to hear that.
I wouldn't say scared. A bit. I will admit, a bit nervous. Considering how much information is in all those. I just hope that it's in the better people's hands. Is all.
Kind of has something of a curious expression, just kind of like he's almost intrigued that you would say that directly to him. You know,
Oops.
most people would be afraid to, right?
Yeah.
But he's not. He doesn't look angry or anything. Although you suspect, even if he were to have you killed, he would probably look perfectly friendly, but immediately beforehand.
Yeah.
He just seems like that type. But yeah, he kind of like. Excuse me.
Oh, big yawn.
I'm yawning. He kind of like. He waits a moment and takes a sip of the like whatever cocktail. You can't really tell what it is. It's something brown. This could even be an iced tea. You're not really sure if
Fuck
it's even
yeah,
alcohol.
iced tea, baby.
It's kind of...
Got a little lemon in there.
Yeah. But he takes a sip of it, and kind of like spins it around. You hear the ice hit against the glass. And he's like, "Are you familiar with the term necessary evil?"
I am.
I?
I am. It didn't. I guess.
You just went I.
No, I am. I am.
He kind of. It's almost like a shrug. He kind of like puts his hands up, almost like motioning to everything around you, right?
Yeah.
Just to say. That, I mean, that's the point he's making.
Yeah. Kind of nods.
I won't pretend that we're always morally aligned with the greater populace. But the work we do is necessary, I assure you.
I suppose only time will tell, and we'll see how that goes. But I was just here to try to tie up some loose ends. But my party was hoping to leave Bournemouth to continue on our journey, try to get more information about Raceman and all that.
Yes.
So,
I have heard. I would like you to return to me with any information that you gain in Star Dropfall on the front of Raceman.
well, considering got the train here, it wouldn't be too hard, I don't think, to stop by here before we continue on.
You know, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's almost a knowing nod, like, you better make the time, right? Like,
Yeah.
like, yeah, sure, whatever you say, but you better come back here, right? And you can tell that there's that, like, point of, like, you know, kind of gotta, right? But it's not like a threat. It's more like a promise.
Yeah.
It's that thing where it's like, you better come back here, but not because I'm gonna get you, but
It's in your best interest.
he's gonna get you.
Yeah. And I hope that what you found from the Speak with Dead was to your liking. Did my best with what I could, but
I wasn't really expecting to learn anything from that, so already in it positive, right?
of course.
And shrugs and is like, it wasn't the most information, but what can you do? Speak with Dead is a very limited spell. And you did as we asked.
So then, we're all clear then?
As long as you can return with any information you gain.
Yeah.
Worst comes to worst, I can always cast Send in.
This is true.
I'm rather familiar with you at this point.
The information you have can be relayed in the limited capacity that grants you.
Well, I can always cast it twice. Thrice, actually. Nope, I lied. Nope, twice. I was looking at the wrong spell, so I said twice. I can cast it twice. So it's up to 50 then. And anything else, if we, for some reason, something comes up where we can't make it our way over immediately, at least you'll have something to work with.
He nods, kind of like approvingly. Just like,
All right. In other news, I hear your party has gotten into a brawl with our top fighter in the arena, although I hear it was friendly.
Yeah, there was, I ended up bumping into her when I was trying to do some reading at the, Fiamma. Is it Fiamma?
Fiamma, yeah.
At the Fiamma, and some discussion came up that she hasn't had a good fight, and I figured that our own, big guy would appreciate a nice spar to get some energy at, considering most of what we've been doing here has just been chatting. So,
Kind of nods and he's like, well, I'm glad to hear it was nothing serious. I was worried initially.
nah, just a
Though she
friend-
doesn't work directly with us, she's someone I'd prefer to keep in good health.
From I personally wasn't there, so I can't say what happened.
The fuck was
Hello?
that noise?
I figure there might be an e-girl in our presence.
You fucking hear that? What the hell was that? Is that you?
Pascal falls from the
Kuval,
ceiling.
snap his neck.
You will? Hit or miss? Can I swap for this? What the hell?
Kuval.
the
Watch
idea
Kuval
of-
charges at you, blade first.
I do love the idea of Kuwa being the one. Sorry, I hiccuped.
Well,
Because have we heard her speak?
Nope.
So she could be like the biggest, toughest woman we've ever seen, and then she's like, "Oh my god, hi!" Oh my god. Anyways, fuck, what we're talking about?
leaving.
Leaving. Yep.
Yeah, I think they...
Are we
that was
fine?
it.
Oh right, the fight. I'm working on
Maybe.
it. I wasn't there for the fight myself, but our monk was there, and she has some healings of her own. So, if anything did happen, I'm sure she got it covered.
I do hope so. I don't mind the Genasi getting banged up a little or anything, but if she's injured too much, then it will cost us money, and I'm fond of her, I suppose. She's entertaining to watch.
Any idea when the arena might be opening again? Then she seems antsy.
Soon, I hope. Noelle says that there's nothing else we could really gain from continuing to study the Creed, and in this matter at least, I trust her. So we will probably look into a way to drain it soon. She said she had an idea and returned to the library in order to look into it. There aren't many things we agree on beyond the government and the safety of the city. But I still trust her in her respective fields.
Yeah, I can't disagree on that. But if there's nothing else that you need from me and my group, we'll most likely be heading out tonight. Or, not tonight, but next few hours.
Good luck on your journeys. I hope you can find something of great interest to us both.
I hope so as well. Actually, I'm just sorry. I'm just
That
thinking
feels
if I,
wrong.
Actually.
No, it's more so because we just found something out about him being the stain gods, I believe. Yeah. I'll kind of like. I wanna. He seems like an ally right now, and I'd like to strengthen that bond. Fuck it. Actually, when I was going to the fam, I did find a book that has some torn pages out of it, and managed to track down the missing pages in Noel's collection. And
As I want to note, he's kind of taking another sip of his drink, and he's kind of pulling it away as you say this, and then when you say Noel, he kind of stops for a second
uh-oh.
and then continues. It's that thing of like, there's a momentary lapse, like a chink in his armor, right? Like just that tiniest crack in this like
Oh, I fucked up Noelle, didn't I? Because no, but
constant facade.
she didn't know that it was there, right?
No, she didn't appear
Yeah.
to, but like you're still finishing the sentence.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you notice for just this little moment at the mention of her, this story goes from just something that he's hearing you say to this is of direct interest to him.
Oh.
Right? You can kind of tell that in him. It's
Okay.
almost roll me an insight.
Okay.
There's
Roll
most
well,
of that
roll well,
you
roll
could get
well.
with just your passive, but there's something that I think Vylorin would actively look for, and something that I don't think you just notice.
I'm gonna slap my d6 onto that because I want to get a higher than a 14. Ah, close. 14 total. Wait, no, 16. I'm bad at math.
I was gonna say, 14 plus 2 is not 14, I'm pretty sure.
I'm really
Math.
bad at math.
I don't think you'd notice with a 16.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Are you sure? My passive is 17.
You wouldn't have noticed it with your massive.
Fuck!
So.
I tried. Oh well.
But you notice the lapse in his judgment. There's something underlying that you can't quite place about that.
Okay.
Right.
Noelle wasn't aware that it was within her collection, but locate object, narrowed it down, and we found insert me talking about what I saw, the Saint Gauze and the Beast of Hadra thing. It's pretty scratched out, but it's something new.
He kind of thinks for a second. Just kind of like, what do I make of that, right? And then just kind of like, there's sort of this tension in the way he's sitting, right, as he's thinking, and then that kind of releases, as he sort of seems satisfied with this information, you know. You can tell it has definitely earned you some points with him that you would share this,
Hell yeah.
willingly, and not have to have it extorted out of you or whatever.
Oh boy.
So, finally, he places down his drink on a coaster. Wouldn't want to ruin these nice
Mahogany
furniture.
tables.
Furniture is very nice, I will
Mahogany.
say. Mahogany. Imported from the finest druidic lands. No. And he kind of leans forward a bit, and is just like, well, this is good information to hear. I'm sure this will become relevant sooner or later. Stained gods, I don't know if I've heard of that.
Were there any other names we saw in Stained Gods? I don't remember.
No. All of the pages in that section were torn out, and she only had possession of the one on Raisman.
No! Okay, Yapper. Also, I just wanted to double check. So, Celestium, found in Harbor Falls, mine's mostly depleted. It Sorry, how did you describe that to the magic? Because my only brain is saying suck, and I don't want to type sucks.
You don't know all the details. She says that it tends to sort of absorb magic
Absorb.
from the air and the atmosphere around it. Um, Less so than that it simply produces magic. Although it's not necessarily like the way she was saying it, it wasn't like it was like an anti-magic weapon. Where it just like, oh, this can absorb any spell. It might be able to be used for that, you don't know, but more to say that its magical properties come from just this natural attraction that the arcane has to it.
Okay. Produces magic?
And it is exceptionally rare, because it's... all of it is either the government has it, and it's like a really... it's like trying to find like thermite or uranium
Yes.
just like around. It's like you might be able to find small amounts in certain areas, but it's you need a certain level of licensing to be able to get it through the official channels.
Black market, but it's expensive. Don't want to lose that. Anyways, but because there's nothing else that we've learned. Ah. He was there when I was talking about the Z bottles, but since I don't want to spend another night here, I don't want to tell him that I have them because I feel like if I do, he's gonna ask me to talk to Raisman. I want to leave. So I'm going to... he's dismissed me, right? I can leave?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna leave then. Say goodbye, give a little goodbye to both of them and head out the door.
Still hear the rhythmic shouting. Yeah, the room over.
Is there anything interesting on the way out that I can see?
I'm assuming you're taking just the same route.
Maybe. I don't feel like getting into shit after just getting some points.
Yeah.
But I do, like, I'll take my time kind of, like, trying to see if there's anything interesting.
Looking around, yeah. Well, first and foremost, the people who are unloading things, some of them pass by you, and some of them go this way, and you don't really see where they're headed because you're coming from that way.
Yeah.
And some of them you can see go this way,
Okay.
as well. The boxes aren't labeled, so you're not sure what's in all of them. Although Andalier seems to have some level of knowing, in that he's directing people one direction or the other as they come in. Some of them they have to like peek inside, and I would say you're perceptive enough. This isn't like super hard to see. They're
22.
trying not to show you, but they're not trying that hard, right?
Yeah.
So this one has it looks to be like art supplies, like just items, tools, and like paints and things that you would find for artistic supplies, and that one goes this way.
I'll kind of like...
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say, and he, continues to dismiss. Some of them go one way, some of them go the other.
I'll kind of like stop by. It's like, how much you got to unload left?
We should be almost done, but this is a result of a backlog. There's a ton of random stuff in here.
Fair enough.
It's pain. I'd rather not be assigned it, but whatever. Kind of shrugs like, what can you do, right?
Well, good luck with that. We'll probably be heading out today, so goodbye to you. Hope to see you around.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sorry I don't have the dog. I'll say goodbye steer clear of people walking in and just gonna wait for a spot to leave. Say goodbye to the orc, my new friend, my half orc. And head back to the house and hope that nobody's dead.
Right. We're gonna take a quick break because I need to refill my water. So.
Okay, be right back. And we're
Meow.
back.
Yippee.
Welcome back.
Ew.
So, last we left off. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Oh
we're
my
gonna
god,
move
what if I
to-
bump into Nyx on the way back? Oh no.
Oh no.
Stop him
I
from
steal
robbing.
from Rylaran.
God damn it.
That would actually be really funny.
Friendly fire.
I thought
My health
Rylaran was
potion!
a stranger.
I mean,
Rylan just went broke, so.
yeah.
Again?
You can steal the sleepy pills.
I steal back the sleepy pills.
just paid for those, man.
Are you broke again? Oh my
So I
god.
had to pay for a very expensive item, the sleeping pills.
It's crazy. Wild.
Fuck you.
Whoa.
Nah, makes a good point. Fuck you. I mean,
No,
you probably
thank
would
you.
run into each other on the way back. I think the
No.
timing works out. I guess.
There's this poor civilian here.
Fletcher.
My
no.
god.
Roll me a
Leave him
d20
alone.
first, just a flat d20.
What
Let's see how rich
D20?
this person is.
Let's see. That's a 4.
Oh boy.
Leave unmanned man alone.
This guy does not look rich.
Does he look homeless? Does he look
He
middle
doesn't look
class?
home full. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell at a glance. Like, he's not like.
Oh,
looks like
that's
he's
rough.
showered, right? But he looks like a sort of squalid adventurer, maybe.
I mean, he has that itch. He hasn't rolled nat 1.
He's desperate at this point.
An adventure, huh?
No.
What kind of stuff do you got in your pockets, buddy?
I love the idea of you like getting really up and close to this dude, and Rylan has to do like a double thing and like, next, like a fucking like scolding a fucking animal. Down, boy, down. My God.
I'm back.
Hi.
Yeah, I mean, roll sleight of hand, I guess. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, obligatory sleight of hand check, right?
Ooh, 26.
Oh my god.
Higher than my passive.
Ka-ching.
Good j-
Sound of coins jiggling from their pockets into yours.
Nice.
I mean, it's such a clean pick that like you don't even need to distract them. You're just walking by them and reaching into their pocket very quickly while you're outside of their field of vision.
What do I get? I'm gonna walk past them.
Look down at your hand. You... It's 4 copper pieces.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, you're
Let's
playing.
go,
You're
buddy.
playing
Delana
tonight.
is not satiated at all.
Nice. 4 copper pieces, baller.
We're eating like
Nice. Oh, hey, Riley, what's up?
Hi. I thought you were with Gnark and all then.
Oh, I was. We just finished the fight.
I just realized something that I
Yeah?
forgot to do, but that's fine.
What? No, tell
You.
us.
It was supposed to. There was supposed to be some. It wasn't that important, I guess.
Oh no, we
I
roll
mean-
back time.
It would only be important for a specific chain of events, and since it didn't happen, events just change. Such is the nature of collaborative storytelling.
But what
It's
was
something I
it?
meant for Ignir to ask you about.
Oh no, what if I go back?
It's just-
If
I
you
wa-
can figure out a reason for Rylerin to go back, then you know what? I'll give that to you.
Hey, Aelor, didn't you need something from Helen? Did we need to buy something from them?
We need Palfy's scroll.
Right!
Oh yeah.
Oh no, we have to go back and ask SB Helen for a scroll. Oh
But the way Palpy's
no!
not even here.
I know, it's terrible. I mean, worst
You know
comes
what?
to worst.
I guess we have to wait another week before leaving so that Palpy
We're
can be
not
here.
leaving.
Oh my
Get there.
God damn it, I'm going to
Get
kill
us
myself.
scrollless.
Okay,
It's
It's
been
clear,
7
guys.
sessions.
I rolled a 17 this time, so we're in the clear.
But didn't you say the Nat
I mean,
one
we're
was...
planning on going to Stardrop Falls, like no matter what, right?
At this point, I think everybody's like into it, so yes. But I would like for Palfy to be able to contact her fucking dream self, or whoever that was, so we can figure out if it was an actual thing or if we're gonna be just looking for a needle in a haystack. So it's not bad for us to have a sending scroll either way. Worst comes to worst, somebody else can use it. I just can't buy it.
I mean, I'm not buying it.
I'm sure Palfy has the money for it, but
Nyx.
Oh
Huh?
yeah, no wait, no, Palfy just won money from us. Of course they.
yeah.
Well, the
But-
problem is, like, that's the problem with her not being here. I'm not taking money from her sheet while she's not here.
Yeah.
I can DM her.
How much is the scroll? Do we
We don't know yet.
No.
Should-
Worst comes, we can go back and ask to see if they even have it. We don't even know if they
Yeah.
have it.
we can inquire about it.
Yeah. Um, So, but why are you walking away from him? Why aren't you sticking together with him? You got something to do or something?
I just figured I might as well go on a walk.
Huh. And what, steal?
No, I mean the house is right there, right?
Deception insight.
Oh my god.
Like, you're lying. You just pickpocketed someone.
Oh shit, I rolled an
Fuck.
11.
Oh, thank God.
Oh damn.
I...
Gotta know you too well.
Oh my god.
I'm just staring you down. From who and what was it?
It's only 4 copper pieces. They're not gonna miss it.
I hold up my hand.
I'm not gonna give you the look. I lost a bet from Palfy. I kind of need the money right now.
No, you don't. You have plenty.
That's insane.
Hand it over. Who do you steal it from? We're giving it back.
We
You
are not-
Never have plenty.
We're giving it back.
They're probably gone by now.
Nyx.
What are you gonna say? That they just dropped 4 copper pieces on the ground?
Maybe. Or maybe I should have you do it. Look them in the eye and apologize for it.
You're gonna make me apologize?
Yeah. Since if somebody only has 4 copper fucking pieces, have you considered that maybe that's all that they have?
Like they're an adventure. I'm sure they can get more.
Oh my god.
Nyx, who was it?
It's that guy over there.
Alright.
Oh my god.
I'm putting
Currently
a
walking down the beach.
I'm hand on Nyx's shoulder and we're going after him.
Yeah, fuck.
How elevated is this compared to the beach? Like, can they see what's happening right now? Can Lilith, like, see Ryleran's tall ass? Like, what the fuck are they doing?
You can definitely see him, like, running up. This guy's now, like,
Oh, jeez.
here.
Okay.
But y'all kind of call it. Excuse me, sir. Can you hold on a moment?
Is that Ryleran's bitch ass voice I hear?
What the fuck, dude?
Oh, there he is.
That's crazy. Anyways, the guy turned
He's
around.
staring at you like, what the fuck, man?
Mom,
Does
why
a
would you say
dude-
that?
Does the dude turn around?
He kind of, like, stops, like, looks up, and looks around. He's kind of, he's, like, trying to figure out where it's coming from. He looks kind of stupid.
Behind you, sir.
Hello.
I'm
Yes?
gripping Nyx's shoulders so fucking tight, like, you idiot. Nyx, you got something to say?
You drop this.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
He holds 4 copper pieces.
This is so pathetic.
Okay, I have a question.
Mhm.
There's 2 ways this could go in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
and they will affect the outcome of the session significantly.
Oh god!
My question to you: Who is feeling lucky right now?
Oh,
There's a
out of all-
50-50 chance.
oh, odds. I like my
And
odds,
it's not
baby.
like this is a pure luck check based on 2 potential lines that this could go.
Okay,
This could be really normal, or maybe not.
this is the butterfly effect I see.
What?
Which of you
it
feels
just
lucky?
This could be
Is
normal.
it just a flat D20 or something?
This is a luck check, yes. So it's a 50-50.
Look, I
Who
like my
feels
odds.
lucky right now in the party? It could be any of you. I don't care who rolls.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
I'm always
God.
lucky.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh,
No.
Lord.
God.
Go for
Lord.
it, Jacob.
You know what?
All right,
There you go,
Jacob.
Jacob.
First of all,
Jacob.
evens or odds?
I like our
Which
odds.
one do you want to be the good ending?
Odds.
Good ending?
Odds.
Bro.
The good ending.
I like my odds, baby.
All right,
Come
roll me
on.
a d20. Let me know if the result is even or odd.
You can roll in the roll 20 if you need to, Jacob.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Your fate is an allure thing.
It's on Alora's hands.
Jacob, are you rolling? I can't tell.
Him.
Not that guy, dude. Not that guy.
Jacob, do you need help?
I'm rolling.
Oh. It's taking so long.
It's an 8.
It's an 8.
Oh no.
No.
Oh god.
Shit.
We're
What do you
fucked.
We need to run.
Butterfly effect, go burn.
Oh fuck.
Bennett, quickly go to Dudley.
That's a
Run.
fuzzy.
Bennett, quickly. Honey, run.
Are we staying in Bournemouth? God.
Oh, we might be saying for me.
To Bournemouth because of Nick.
Rosie, what's up?
Ah.
I'm blaming Nyx. Because he.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Now I'm.
You've committed.
I'm thinking though. This plotline wasn't gonna be introduced yet, but
What do you mean by that?
What did you
Alright. Guy turns around and he kind of looks at you as you hold out these copper pieces. And he stares at your hand for a second as he kind of like his head is kind of bobbing back and forth. And you kind of realize he's passing out.
Huh?
He begins to fall down toward the sand.
Can I catch him?
Dexterity save, I guess.
Can I also try to catch her since
Dexterity save as well.
Okay. Oh shit. Well, I got a 14.
I also got a 14.
Oh shit.
Together makes 28. I mean.
The powers combined.
Crazy.
The power of friendship. I mean, you're both trying. It makes sense, right?
Uh-huh.
Math.
Sure, why not?
Oh my
You both
God.
kind of like
Yay!
step forward to catch this guy as he's falling. And he kind of like he's trying to stand back up, like he pushes his hands against you just to like try to prop himself up, but
Mhm.
can't seem to. And he's just like, sorry.
You alright, sir? Oh.
Vomits into the sand.
No shit.
Ew.
I didn't do this.
This isn't. Something's off as his kind of cloak falls aside, revealing in his back
Fuck.
what you can see to be these jet blue lines cutting across his skin.
What the fuck?
And you
What?
notice a similar bright blue color mixed into his vomit.
Ew.
What the
on.
fuck?
Do I
He's kind of
recognize
standing
this?
there, like holding on, and he's like,
What did you do, Nix?
I don't.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna do a first level cure wounds on him, try to fix whatever's fucking up going on with him. I don't think I have. Oh wait. Oh no. I'll do lesser restoration. It can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. It can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned. Will that work?
Okay.
So yeah, I'm kind of just like putting it like like holding him up, hand on like his chest, and just mumbling the prayer to let the magic flow through him and try to help him. Fucking Christ.
As you're doing this, you can see the lines cutting through his skin become a little less bright, a little muted,
Okay.
almost. It's doing something, but this isn't the same as what you'd normally encounter. There's something a little different here.
Okay.
And he mumbles something you can't quite make out, and he passes out.
Ah,
But-
shit.
The lines are less bright. And his mouth and nose were bleeding when he started throwing up,
Mhm.
and the bleeding has stopped.
We should probably take him to a doctor.
Yeah. Would I know if there's a doctor anywhere?
That's such a great question.
Boy.
I mean,
Have we seen a clinic when we were walking around at all?
yeah, probably. I mean, obviously this Vihelin has some degree of medical staff.
Mhm.
Because what don't they have? Lidley is kind of an alchemist and like an herbalist, so she could probably be helpful. But I wouldn't quite call her a doctor. Similarly with like Noelle's a powerful mage, she probably has some level of healing spells, and she's a very smart person, so she might know something, but other than that, there is probably just like a clinic that you could just go into and they'll help you be less sick.
This seems like something that is outside of just, regular sickness, so I'm gonna, and Lidley's the closest at the moment, so I think I'd like to try to take him there.
Oh, Nyx is gonna turn to Gunnar. He's like, Gunnar, come here!
Oh,
Hurry!
I heard my
It's
I heard my buddy
emergency!
calling. What's going on?
We gotta-
Yeah.
Look at the body. What the fuck?
Yeah, can you grab him? We gotta go now.
Okay.
I'm gonna run ahead, go to Lidley's, shop. It's just around the corner here. And I'm gonna run ahead, to let her know I'm gonna change this music. This is not... this is not
Oh,
the
yeah.
right music
How
for
did-
this.
The
I
man
don't
died.
think we need that, but like I said, this wasn't planned for today, but I saw an opportunity. And
Give me a second to find something. But yeah, you guys, I head over to Lidley. Lidley, hi, a bit of emergency.
what?
I don't know what happened. Someone's sick. He was vomiting, something like blue, and then he's got blue marks all over his veins. He's coming here right now. Is this a place to go for, I just figured potions, all that. Or should we head to the clinic? I don't know if the clinic would have something. You're just closest. Or some others,
I mean, I can take a look. I'm not really an expert. Blue. She kinda, something strikes a chord with her, but
Is there a
she doesn't
table
say
nearby?
anything yet.
Just put it down.
She's gonna look at you and be like, "You guys are adventurers, right? You have a bedroll or anything that he can lay on instead of the floor?"
I'll start
I
pulling
don't
it
really
out.
have beds. I don't want him in my bed. Sorry, sir.
I'll start pulling some my big ass bedroll out and rolling it out.
All right. Oh, she's kind of like, she's kind of looking at this guy. I'm going to roll 2 checks here. Okay. So she's kind of looking at him and she's like, "Now, I have some idea of how to treat his symptoms, but I don't really understand what's causing them per se."
I pumped a lesser
but-
restoration into him and it seemed to fix some, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know. We just called to him and he turned around and then he was vomiting.
There's like
Well,
two lines on his back. They started to glow and then he just started puking out blue.
Yeah. Well, I know. She's kind of like. She's trying to think how she can pick her words. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Uh. I'm trying to think what she would know.
That's comforting.
She kind of like scratches the back of her head and is like, I have a guess as to what this. And she kind of like generally motions to him. And he's like, she's like, but I don't really know much about it personally. You guys probably wouldn't have heard of this, but there's up in the northwest, is where I think it started. That's where I've been hearing the rumors about it coming from colleagues and stuff. It's they call it phosphor, but it's not actually phosphor, obviously. It's like a street name for it, I guess.
Like a drug?
It's some kind of drug.
Hmm.
I don't really know how it works because this is the first time it's appeared up here.
Shit.
But I know someone who will want to hear about this. She kind of makes like a slightly nervous expression of just like,
This for Halen?
yeah. He's pretty particular about the drug trade, especially around here, and he doesn't like seeing stuff like this.
Can we do anything to at least help him right now?
There are some things I can do to treat the symptoms, but I don't really know how to treat the cause myself. Although, get some ice to cool his fever a bit. I need to go check if I still have something. She runs up the stairs.
Where are we supposed to get ice?
Not really sure.
I don't. Aelor, do you got anything? Do you got that spell that can cool stuff down? Precipitation or some sort? Like I like snapping my fingers trying to remember. Aelor? Jacob! Somebody snap his
Jacob.
ass. Hold on.
Sorry, I had to do something.
Okay. Does Aelor
What
have
is it?
precipitation? It's a cantrip.
Oh no, I do not.
Shit.
Does my sword, my chill
True.
Lucky Zaki able to cool things? Because I don't know.
There's still these places down the street.
There's what?
I would say, I mean, if you dip it in some water, it'll definitely cool the water. I mean, like, this is for the purpose of cooling him off, so it doesn't have to be ice. That's just kind of what you would... That's the default, right? But you're trying to help ease his fever. So
Get a
anything that'll
rag.
do that.
Get a rag, put in some cold water. Oh.
And then wrap it around the blade. And voila.
I mean, would the temple across the street have any ice?
Considering it's the place of fucking fire, I don't know.
What about Dudley's
Would
place?
the-
Do we have some ice?
Temple of Redmen? Maybe they have ice?
Again, anything cool will do.
Yeah,
And the blade is cool to the touch.
yeah, I think the
Well-
blade is a good start.
I'll take out the blade. Does anyone have like a fabric or something? Rag?
Here, we can wrap my, I'll kind of like try to like rip a bit of my blanket. I don't fucking use it anyway, so. And hand it over to Nyx.
I'll put it in some. I'll dump my water skin over it. I guess I'll put the. It's just it looks really weird because you'll probably put the fabric on the guy, but has a sword on the fabric.
Well, wouldn't it be better to wrap the sword in the fabric?
Yeah, probably. He'll probably do that.
If you want to be boring.
When he said fabric,
Crazy.
I was worried someone was gonna bring up Gunark's pajamas.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Like, I would not
We
dare.
would never.
Have some faith,
That's
come
just
on.
cruel. That'd be fucked up.
I think
But
he'll
yeah,
just leave it there enough until it's like cool enough that he could take his blade off.
Yeah, I mean, it will like it'll cool it off, but you might have to leave it there for a little while just because if you take it off, it'll start to heat up. You know.
That's fine. He can go without it. He has a lot of other sharp objects.
Yeah. You're also not in a fight or anything like immediately, so
Yeah.
it's like it's fine. Lily comes down the stairs and is like, "Okay, that took some searching, but I found it. I don't know if this still works, but she's holding what looks like kind of a flat-faced like rock, I guess.
Okay.
And you can see a rune of. Let me check what this is. A evocation rune, actually.
Ooh.
Surprisingly, I didn't think that was evocation. And she kind of looks at it for a bit and like kind of inspects it, like she's trying to figure something out. And then she kind of just like raises an eyebrow and taps on the front of it, and the rune starts glowing. And there's this kind of like, it's almost like radio static, but there's something more ethereal about it. Before it kind of subsides and you hear, "Hello.
Sending stone.
Hey, love. So, I'm in a bit of a pickle. You know that phosphor you told me about?" Yes. Well, so, someone's got it here in Bournemouth, and, I think he's about to succumb to his, affliction, if I don't do anything. Lesser Restoration's been cast, and we're trying to ease his symptoms right now, but I don't really know anything about how this stuff works, so... And you hear the woman on the other end go, "Oh my, you'll want to..." And she basically runs through, like, steps of the ingredients you would need.
Okay.
I haven't totally thought about it, because I didn't think I would need to yet, but... basically to lead to something that will ease the symptoms, at least for the moment. But she kind of continues, "As of right now, there are a lot of permanent effects for overusing it, so you can spare his life, but he will be changed." Lily kind of looks sad for a moment, but then goes, "I mean...
Changed how?
sparing his life is good enough." Like,
Wait, how's his life gonna get changed?
who? Oh, that's, and then she kind of looks up at you like, "Did I divulge your name, right?" Like,
Oh,
kinda,
yeah,
like she's okay.
Rylerin.
She doesn't say it, but it's in her eyes, right?
My name's Rylerin. I'm the cleric. I cast lesser restoration on him. Was the one who found him.
Oh, I had thought it would be one of the followers of Renman next door to her, but I suppose
wait.
it doesn't matter.
I am a follower of Redmond, but that's not what we should be concerned about.
Oh. Oh. And Lidley, to be fair, as you're saying this, Lidley kind of like runs over, puts the sending stone down.
Yeah.
And is
Grabbing
doing
stuff.
the ingredients. You're like halfway between it. You don't want to walk too far away from the guy because you're the cleric, but
Yeah.
Close enough that the sending stone can actually hear you.
Mhm.
And she's kind of like, right, well, the effects will be... His body has developed a dependency on this stuff.
Mm.
That's sort of how it works, unfortunately. We don't know much about it, and a lot of the long-term effects haven't really been revealed yet, since this stuff is pretty new. But, his mental capacity will suffer, and his body will become weak when it is without this substance.
Mm.
It keeps you with a permanent dependency. That's why it's so dangerous.
So nothing has been worked to wean these people off of it?
Not yet, but it's still relatively new, as I said.
Mm.
Lidley's like, all right, I've got this stuff. How do I administer it? And she walks her through how to. She goes over with the sending stone, does it. And eventually, after the whole process, the woman on the other end of the sending stone is kind of like, all right, we're almost out of time, but do you have anything else that you need to ask? Lily's like, not right now. And kind of like looking down at the guy, and she's like, how long until he wakes up? And the woman on the other end says, it's hard to say, but it shouldn't be more than maybe a day at most. All right. Do I need to be discreet about the details of how to treat this? And the woman on the other end kind of laughs a little and is like, no, you can tell whoever you'd like. All right. Well, thank you. Woman on the other end goes, one last thing, Lidley. Why do you never call? And Lidley's like, I think we're breaking up.
Oh no! And she called her love at the beginning.
Out. You can hear a sigh on the other hand, but it's not like a like it's more of like a of course she would give me a direct answer, you know.
I'm just giving Lidley a little side eye like, what's going on?
Bombastic side eye.
I'm busy, and she puts the sending stone down beside her. It's like, my defense, I'm busy, all right?
Uh-huh. Well, shit. Oh, we should. Do we know how far along all these symptoms are, or is it?
This is
immediate?
pretty advanced, as she said. My understanding is that by the time the blue lines form, you've already had
Too much?
permanent repercussions. So.
Do you know how long ago this, how long has this drug has been going around?
First heard about it a few months ago. I don't know much about it. It's mostly been active up northwest and even a little bit in the capital, which is
Capital?
uncommon. You don't see a lot of drugs rotating through the capital because they're very strict. If anything is making its rounds, the source is usually cut off. And a few sources have been cut off, from what I hear. Military's found a few different distributors, but all of them seem to be getting it from the same person, and we don't know who that is. We're pretty sure they're based in the Northern Wastes, though.
Yeah.
Nix is just wondering if Alucrease would be a part of this, but I think the Northern Waste is too high up. Unless.
I mean, if they're only 2 stops away from the capital, on bus.
Yeah.
Not bus, train.
But the Northern Waste is further up north.
Yeah.
Alucrease is more south, so I don't think they have any involvement.
Not yet, at least.
I could
Ask her if she knows of any.
I could probably ask. They probably might know someone or something. Oh. Should we probably tell the
Sweet Helen.
yeah.
I assume it'd be best to do that.
Yeah, they'll be pretty upset if no one tells them because, well, they definitely want to know.
And I'm assuming you're gonna want us to do it.
I mean, you
I
don't
mean, we might
have
as
to.
well.
I could close up shop and, go myself.
I mean, we might as well, since we still have to ask about Palfy's scroll, see if they have one.
Yeah. We'll head over there. You alright taking care of him? Do we need to... any of us need to stay here?
Actually, could you bring him to the clinic? Because, I'll write up some instructions on how to treat him as we understand it.
Mm-hmm.
But, I want them to take it from here because I'm no doctor.
Alright, and where's the clinic?
She gives you instructions, directions.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I could take him because Fletcher has to go in a couple minutes. So.
Alright, perfect. Bye,
Fletcher
Fletcher!
and Puffy carry him to the clinic.
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Nick and
awesome.
Palfy, let's go.
Woohoo.
Yahoo! Bonding time. And I guess the rest of us are gonna go to, let's be Helen.
Yep.
We're not leaving today.
Fuck!
This end is a little too loose.
It's like, we got another problem.
Let us leave Bournemouth challenge impossible.
Back in the fucking building.
I'm back in the fucking city again!
Alright, shall I drag us over there? Map at least?
Yep.
Alright.
It's been 30
New.
years.
Well, at least this time I'm gonna be a little bit more confident about getting in there, so,
Yeah.
can,
We
the DM please drag us over there?
I sure can.
Oh, thanks,
Yay.
Gee, thanks,
Are you bringing,
dude.
Bennett?
Of course I'm bringing Bennett. Why would it? God.
Could be a bargaining token, actually.
Andelier's gonna be really excited to see him.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But yeah, this time I'm not really, like, slowing down. I'm kind of just, like, saying hi to the orc and be like, say hi, and then I'm going in if he's not stopping me.
Kind of say hi, and he's like, hey, and then you start to walk past him, and then he stops you, but not with such, like, force.
It's like a handout.
He's not ready
Yeah.
to fight you. He's stopping you as his job, right?
Yeah.
A little more. And he's kind of like, hold on. What's your business? Inside?
Talking with the patriarch again. New drugs in town.
They look at each other. Those words hold some weight.
Yep.
Clearly.
I
They
figured
look at each other, and then they look at you and kind of give you a nod.
And so I'm good to go in?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I'm beelining towards this office, like...
Lilith walks by them very quickly. She's like, I'm with him.
Uh-huh.
She just walks right in. If they stop her, no, they didn't.
No, they don't stop you. I mean, they see you all walk up. I will say, the only person they look like they're kind of gonna stop is Allure. They kind of linger for a second on, he's not dressed in a full uniform, obviously, but
He's got the vibes.
it's the vibes, and doesn't he also still have his, like, fucking thing
It's in his
on his
badge,
outfit?
like, I don't know if his badge is on.
No, that's in my bag.
Oh, I thought it was, like, kind of at your waist where you can't quite see it all the time. It's, like, under your coat, but you can kind of, like, flash it to someone if you need to.
Like a fucking cop.
Still, you walk like a military man.
Got a problem?
Damn.
This 7-foot half orc looks down on you and goes, "Yes, actually, but let's hope it doesn't come back for us."
Oh,
You better.
Oh,
Damn.
damn.
okay, Jacob.
I don't know.
As you walk in, you can hear the half orc. You're pretty sure he's saying it to his friend because it doesn't sound like he's facing you. He's saying it to the other guard, and you hear him go, "Douchebag." Laughs.
Damn, so mean.
I mean, they're right.
Burning hands.
Hard to totally argue.
Wait, Rylerin, I don't have long legs like you. Slow down a little bit, big guy.
Yeah, I would if there weren't people's lives in danger.
Fine, I guess I'll jog.
You can break a sweat. It's fine.
Actually,
Oh,
on your way over,
get back your
you guys
chair.
are about here. When you see, you hear the other door open, and as you glance over, how serendipitous. Ignir and
Oh.
Kuval.
Sick. I turn point.
So he's saying something to Kuval as he's walking, and then he looks forward, kind of furrows his brow, like, "The fuck?" Like looking at the four of you.
Yeah. Ryland's
and
very
kinda
like
tilts his head
serious
to the
expression
side and
as
is like-
well.
What did you say?
Ryland has a very serious expression on his face, like very like on a mission, like he is here to get them over here quick.
So, as he kind of walks up, he's just like, "Back from Star Drop already? It was a fast trip?"
Yeah, I wish I could make those kind of jokes back. Phosphorus has appeared in town.
Just Phosphor.
Oh, Phosphorus here.
He kind of stops and looks at you kind of skeptically. And then he looks over the group and is like, "Well, I'd say let's continue to the same room, but I'm not sure it will be large enough. He kind of thinks for a second. Where is he going to have you guys meet? I don't really know. He's just gonna kind of motion for you to follow him, I guess.
Okay.
This would be good enough. He wants somewhere that's not directly next to a ton of people, but
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't need like absolute privacy. So you guys go over here.
Oh, what a throwback.
Yeah. You're not going inside because there are a ton of people moving in and out. You can see them carrying files that look similar to the ones you saw down there. So looks like they're taking them out and
Yeah.
exploring that little thing. You don't really know what's going on inside this building, so I'll cover it even though you know the layout. Not that there's anything of particular note happening necessarily. But... Oops. Missed a pixel. There we are. So he'll walk over here. There's people walking back and forth, like, along the paths, right?
Mhm.
But you're far enough off the path that, like, most people aren't going to be directly hearing you. Unless they're going out of their way, in which case, I'm sure they'll be caught, and no one's stupid enough to take that risk.
Yeah.
With him. None of his men are. So he kind of like, his arms are behind his back, his demeanor's a little bit more serious now, and he's like, "So you say you found a case of phosphor here in Bournemouth?"
Found a man, we're trying to talk to him, he turns around, looks sick. We catch him, he vomits all over the sand. Sand's tinged with blue, and Hook comes down, and we just see veins of this glowing blue across his body. from what Lily says, pretty advanced. So he's already a goner when it comes to that. Not dead. Hopefully, he's in the clinic right now. But from what I understood from Lily, he's got that dependency. It's if he comes out of it, he's gonna be struggling for the rest of his life.
Ignir kind of like waves someone down from along the beach, and a grunt walks up and he says, "Send a small group to the clinic. Make sure the individual with the phosphor infliction stays under wraps." And the guy kind of looks to him and then to you guys like, "Oh wow, okay, right." Like kind of surprised at that this is like happening, but he nods to Ignir and says, "You can count on me." And then he lingers there for a second, just like waiting to see if there's anything else, just for a second, and then jogs off to quickly gather a small group and do just that. And as Ignir turns back, he says, "I'm gonna try to keep this quiet for as long as we can. Hopefully it's an isolated case.
Fingers crossed on
How would
that.
this drug have made it into my city under my nose? Might have just been the one guy."
Can you speak up a little bit? Stayed whisper.
He is speaking under his breath, but he said it might just be the one guy.
Yeah.
He's kind of like thinking, and he's just like, "Well, we'll have to increase the security around the train station. That's a pain. I'll notify the local military as well. You said this man simply bumped into you and vomited and fell over?"
How do I tell him that we're trying to give him back his money after Nyx robbed him? uh. How do I? Because I don't want to like. Yeah, we got a thief on our hands. I don't want to exactly like say that in case something happens, and he's like, "Well, I was
Can
told
someone
there's a
speak up
thief
for
in the
Rylan?
group." Huh?
Bruh.
Can someone else speak up for Ryler?
Please, Rylan's like
One of you
hesitating.
can.
Oh, Lilith can say it. Oh. Rylan would have told the party
I feel
what
like
happened, though.
would that be okay,
Right.
Rosie?
Yeah, we can say
Or-
I told them.
Okay.
Yeah, when Nyx left.
Lilith's like, we were returning some copper pieces to the gentleman, and suddenly he looked faint and collapsed.
Kind of raises an eyebrow, just a little inquisitive of like, that's a bit of an odd set of circumstances, right? But he's not terribly pressed on it, and he doesn't press you on it.
Awesome.
Excuse me.
Yawn.
He kind of like mulls it over for a moment and says, "I suppose that is relatively fortunate. Better than him collapsing on the beach until someone less discreet finds it. Luckily, from what I hear, this stuff isn't dangerous unless you are having access to the initial dose. It's not like Creed where it's designed to spread and kill. This is good for us." Well, at any rate, this doesn't affect your next step, does it? You still need to go to Strawdrop for your own business. This is a local matter. I won't need your help. Although I appreciate you bringing this to me.
Figured that Lily's gonna be a bit too busy, so we might as well take it up. Do it ourselves.
You said Lidley?
Well, yeah, because like Lidley is too busy to bring it here, so we do it for you.
Oh, right.
Besides, I wanted to come by. I forgot to ask you, if you all had access to sending scrolls or something of the sort. I might have access to sending, but I only know a certain amount of people, and another person.
Someone in your group requires.
Exactly.
We have sending stones, but that won't help you in this. We may have a scroll. Kind of like thinks for a second. And he's like, I could sell it to you, but the price would be relatively significant. They may be common as far as spells of that level are, but they are still high-level spells.
Of course.
And how much are we talking?
Nope. How
Oh,
much?
now Lord's Lux.
125 gold would be a fair price, in my opinion.
Okay.
125 gold, you said? DM?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll let her know. Unfortunately, I would buy it otherwise, but I don't have the coin. I'll kind of like look at the group. Unless one of y'all want to be kind and to Palfy and buy it for her, and then
Lilith,
have her-
you're rich, right?
Oh my god.
I only have 20 platinum and what, 10 gold on me?
20 platinum is 200 gold.
So you have plenty.
Although it is
No.
hilarious that the rich girl goes, I only have $2,000 on me.
I only have $2,000 on me. Let's be for real.
Really. I'm sure Palfy would be willing to pay you back, so we don't have to come back.
Like,
And
what
we're
if I just get a sending stone?
It won't help.
the sending stone, you have to have the other stone with a person.
Right.
Which would
Duh.
also be more expensive.
And the other thing, Lilith, is that if Palfy doesn't end up wanting it, you could always cast send into someone in your life.
That's true. I don't like how you're manipulating me to do it, though.
I'm not what?
Fine, I'll buy it for
I
Palpy.
mean, aren't you royalty or something?
No.
Oh
What?
my god, I'm I'm just putting my face in my hands. Aylor is so stupid. You're literally doing this in front of somebody.
Lilith.
God fucking damn it, Aelor!
Igmir's gaze is fixed on you.
I'm sorry. Aylor's being
I-
overly dramatic.
Oops.
He found out that Lilith has more coin than him and has been teasing her about it since.
Yes, and
You know what I'm gonna say, right?
Yeah,
fucking kill me.
deception.
Deception?
Yeah.
Me too, yeah, right?
Or can she give me advantage?
Yeah, I'll let you do advantage if you want. Call it a help action. Sure.
Help. I'm helping you deceive him.
Oh, 19!
Let's go.
Is that gonna be enough? Or should I roll? Should I add to it?
I mean, trying to decide if I want to tell you whether or not you meet the DC before, or just
Fuck it, I'll roll an extra.
like you don't know if you're meaning it, so
Yeah, I'll roll the d6. Oh, 24.
Lilith is like setting Aelor on fire in her mind.
With her
Just killing him with her mind.
I hate you.
To
Jacob.
be fair, Allure was never told to keep it.
Yes, you
secret.
were!
Yes,
I
she
was-
explicitly said, don't tell anybody. And Palpy was like, I won't tell anybody. I don't know anybody else except for you guys. You were there! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I guess Aelor technically never agreed.
You're right, he never agreed to not tell anybody. Fucking blabbermouth, holy shit.
The agreement was implied!
To be fair, Allure does have an extremely low charisma.
Oh my god, fuck you,
He
Jacob.
is socially inept.
Yes,
Oh.
we know!
Yeah, duh!
We
duh!
can tell!
It's
Pretty
obvious!
evident.
Anyways, does a 24 meet the BC?
So Rosie, what
Breaking
happens?
news.
What happens, Rosie?
Ignir and Kuval look at you for a moment, searching your eyes for any sort of. They glance at Lilith and Ryler and then at Allure.
I mean, technically it's not a lie, because he has been bullying her about it ever since he found out.
Yeah, it's not a
Mm.
truth either.
No.
So they kind of look you over, and Ignir glances at Kuval finally. You can't read anything in her expression
Awesome, that's great.
because half her mouth is covered
Yeah.
by a scarf, and her head is covered by a hood, so you only see her eyes, and not very well.
Mhm.
And
Awesome.
as far as you can see, she just looks back at him. There's not even anything in the way she blinks, right? Like she just looks at him.
Mhm.
And then he kind of turns back and is like, I see.
We're fucked. We're so fucked. There goes all of the hard work that I did to
No.
get good points with him. I'm gonna kill Aelor. I'm
That
personally
anyways.
going to murder him. Sorry.
At any
Oops.
rate, I don't mind who pays me. Makes no difference.
I'll cough it up.
Rosie, did you want to ask me something?
Yeah, hold on.
I'm trying not to
Okay.
leave again.
So it's 120,
125.
125. Okay, so I remove 10.
You can remove 12 from the platinum and then 5 gold.
Remove. And then, oh fuck, why did it exit?
Nice.
5. Awesome. Here you go.
Give me 1 second, I gotta make sure I'm writing this down.
Sending scroll. Woohoo! Is it like a one-time use kind of thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jacob could technically learn it and then cast it himself as many times as he has spell slots, but he's a bitch.
I could
mean-
learn it.
She could let him learn it, and then she could just like.
No,
give it to
it's
Ralphie
either a
after.
learn or a use.
Oh fuck! Never
Yeah.
mind.
Unless you want to buy 2.
She does
Jacob
not
can
have
buy
the
his
gold for
own.
that.
True.
I do not need to know sending.
Yeah, yeah. Can't wait for the day to come where you're like, shit, I wish I had sending.
Yeah.
No, I
Tomorrow.
am saving my money so I can learn a specific spell.
Uh-huh.
Crazy.
Can't wait for the day you come crawling to me to ask to use my sending.
Not happening.
No, we'll see. Man. So, Jacob, are you gonna write down your notes not to tell Lilith's secret again?
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Yeah, oops is right, motherfucker.
Oopsie daisy.
You're such a
I'm going to kill him.
The fact that he said it twice too, and Rosie was just skimming over it the first time. Fucking hell.
Because the first time he was like, alright, this is probably like a joke or whatever.
The second
And then by
time.
the second one,
So
by
Jacob,
the second one, he's
the
getting
Jacob could have
suspicious.
fucking dropped it after the first time, and everything would have been fine.
Oops.
It's like saying, don't you have a bunch of money? It's like, alright, well maybe she just finished a quest right like 20 minutes ago. You don't, whatever. I mean, he does know, but.
And then the fucking, aren't you
And then he's like,
royalty?
yeah, but aren't you royalty or something?
God.
The slow. I could only imagine like a slow turn, like. So we're like,
Wait, I have a gift for this. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Nobody fucking move. Look at no mic.
That's so funny.
I'm making it better. Hold on.
Oh no.
Aren't you royalty or something?
That's so funny.
Anyway. So, Ignir is gonna remember his question rememberingly this time. He's going to, Sorry, I have to yawn again for some reason.
God, so eepy.
It's so necessary for me to yawn more. To be fair, we did start super late, so I'm gonna blame that.
I mean, not nearly as late on our Sundays.
True.
That's true, but I also plan my schedule and awakenedness around it on our Sundays, so
Yeah.
there's that. But yeah, he's going to turn to Rylerin. He's like sort of a second passes, right? And he's kind of like, well, I suppose that will be everything. I do have one question.
I reason
What brought you to Bournemouth in the first place, if not?
Uh,
I mean, I initially believed that you had come on behalf of Raceman, but clearly that's not entirely accurate. So what led you into the city in the first place? I was just curious.
I do believe that we did also say that we were here to, or at least somebody, party members, both Palfy and Nyx had, out of character. Does he know him as Nyx or Pascal? I think it's Pascal, right?
Pascal, I think.
Palfy and Pascal were wanting to see people in Bournemouth. Palfy couldn't find hers, but with Nyx, I guess they got into contact.
Pascal.
Fuck, Pascal. Me, no bad at it. Rylerin is better about it. Pascal got in contact, I believe, with them. So that's what initially was kind of got us moving towards this way. And
I
then-
might ask, who was he here to meet?
I believe that will be up to Pascal to reveal that, and not my discretion to spread that around.
He squints at you, just a little, and then says, then before you leave, you should bring him here.
Oh,
Would like to
great.
know.
I just want to leave.
Guys, will we
Damn
leave
it.
Bournemouth by the end of the year?
Meh.
If you don't leave Bournemouth by the end of the year, I'll buy someone a league skin.
Okay, guys, we gotta stay
What?
here now. No.
Try this plot line out.
This is our plotline. This is
I'll
our
buy
home.
whoever does the least to draw the pot line out a league skin.
But it'll be fucking Luke, so he has to make an account on League to get a
True.
skin.
Oh god,
True,
no.
and then we could play League.
Oh my
True.
god, you have to. Okay, guys.
Yeah.
Jingle, jingle.
Sign a contract.
This will be fine.
Why is
It's
it
like-
any of it?
I really don't want to stay. I want to leave. I want to do something else than fucking be in Bournemouth.
Bournemouth's not bad.
Laura's gonna ask, why is it any of your business?
True.
Oh my fucking god. Can this guy learn how to shut up?
You shut. I'm
God.
ready to leave the city.
Is he?
He turns his nose up at you.
Oh. He doesn't
Oh
like
says-
you.
God.
And this whole city is business, is my business.
Well, good thing we're leaving. So
Not yet.
Oh
you're
my
not.
fucking god.
no, this was us dealing with everything we had to deal with.
Well, now you have something else on your plate. It will be a simple conversation. I mean, you're welcome to tell me yourselves.
My thing is that he's probably just isn't known as Ross here, right?
He is known as Ross here. That's the only thing you know him to be known as. You have heard no other alias. Though he has adopted a few forms visually. Remember, he originally said, when you asked him who he was, he said, let's say I'm Ross Cleffer of Bournemouth. And that was part of why you originally came to Bournemouth. So he says, unless you'd like to tell me yourselves, and if no one's going to, pauses for a second, and then goes, then you should bring this Pascal back here. That's all I need from you, for the moment.
From what I remember, I do believe it was someone named Ross.
You said that too quietly, part of it cut out.
From what I know, it was someone named Ross. I don't know why, but...
Just Ross.
Would Rylerin remember the full name with his 9 intelligence? Damn it.
Yeah, you would.
What was it, Ross?
This is a name that you would not soon forget.
Fair. Fucking smile more like. Ross Clefferman? You said?
Just Cleffer.
Cleffer. Ross Cleffer.
His eyes widen a bit. He definitely recognizes that name. He's not trying to hide his recognition either. Which you find a little curious, because he's not... Most of his expressions are calculated, right? So if he's not trying to hide it, if this surprise is displayed so clearly, then he definitely doesn't mind you knowing that he knows who this is, right? But he just kind of like... He kind of raises, like, cocks an eyebrow at you and looks at you for a moment like, interesting, right? And he says, I'm familiar with this name, actually.
I raise an
Tell
eyebrow.
me, how did you come to hear about this name? Just through this friend? Pascal?
This sucks! Layla doesn't know shit about it. I'll kind of look at the rest, Gnark and Aelor about it to see their opinion.
Good. Dinar just shrugs. He's not sure, like... In a sense, of like, you could do it.
Ignir, in his relentless understanding of how to press someone on an issue, right?
Yeah.
His eyes do not divert from Rylerin. And it is making you very uncomfortable.
Lilith wishes she could help, but she has no idea who this Ross guy is.
Yeah.
You haven't even heard this name yet. So.
Yeah, she's like, wait, what?
I'm sorry, who the fuck?
Who's Ross?
You say that?
She'll look a little confused because she's like, this was not part of something I know. But she's not gonna say anything. She'll look a little confused.
I can't give you my blessing to leave the city until I know that it's safe. And other than your exploits beneath the estate, you've done nothing to make the City Helen dislike you. Prefer to keep it that way. Why protect this individual? Surely you can at least tell me that much.
Sorry, what do you say?
Why protect this individual? Surely you can at least tell me that much.
It's less so to protect the individual, more so that I don't want to deal with any, frustrations if things come to it. We got enough on our plate.
Because they would know who. Or actually, he already knows who it is,
Yeah.
obviously, so he says because he would know that it was you. Perhaps.
I'd assume so.
Well, he's already going to be running into some level of trouble, because if I don't get answers from you, I'm getting them from him. If anything, you may be able to save him the trouble.
Yeah. No, he's introduced us. I know the name because he's introduced us. Himself to us. Jesus. That's me having trouble, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just staring at me and it's making me very nervous.
He introduced himself to us, and, from what I can tell, he's have some sort of ties. I'm not sure if it's with Raceman, but he sure has been interacting a lot with people who are with Raceman.
A definite look of interest across his face. It's kind of like a right. And he says, "This individual has affiliations with Reyesman. Why not just tell me that?" And more importantly, how would you guess that he might have slipped it past me? As I'm sure you understand, this individual is under my employment. For something like this to have gotten past me and my men, it's exceptionally rare.
I hate, why, I don't want to talk anymore, I'm just digging us into a bigger hole!
Well,
That's why
for
it's not
starters,
you.
you should have told Lilith about it, but okay.
Yeah, if Lilith knew any of this, she's the one with the charisma here.
She's the one who's trained in PR, and
She's a PR manager, guys!
well, no, she, as a little noble girl, she got her,
How noble, you say?
Oh!
she got her training. She's not gonna slip up.
So, I'm trying to remember how much we know about Ross, because I know that he was interacting with the Azamar and B, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He wanted B back. He didn't care that much about the Azamar. Those two definitely
Said
had
that he
marks.
didn't much care for him, actually.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't really like him, so you can keep him if you want, but
I want
the other
her.
one I'm fond of, so
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
Did we ever get confirmation that has a mark of erasement? I don't remember.
I don't think so. But recalling back to that encounter, he certainly seemed like he was a Raisman follower, rather than just someone who was brought on. In fact, he seemed like a more loyal Raisman follower than Besserella, that was B's full name. You knew that wasn't a slip.
Yeah. I just couldn't remember off the tip of my tongue. I do remember. Yeah. I do recognize it though.
But he seemed more of a Raisman follower than Besserella really was, and as far as the Aasimar, he's kind of hard to read. You know that his loyalty has been slipping since, at least.
Yeah.
Because his mark was more prominent last you saw him. But you're not really sure about... You don't know much about him. Although, ironically, you know even less about Ross.
Yeah.
You know that Ross is very good at sneaking around.
Wonder why.
Obviously, he's a changeling, which gives him a lot of unique advantages. But you don't know much else.
My thing is, like, I'm kind of at the point where Ross is gonna know that we got interrogated, no matter how much I say. But it, depending on what I say, I might not completely piss him off. Like, I would say he's a changeling, but I don't. I really don't want Ross as, like. Because, like, he doesn't hate us right now.
Quite the opposite, in fact. He seems fond of you.
Yeah.
He keeps fucking with you. He called Nyx his brother, which probably just refers to that they're changelings, really. But
yeah. I don't like.
He's weird, but he seems fond of you. He's very playful, like go with the flow, right? But under that facade is a definitely a dangerous individual, because he managed to even infiltrate the Raven Syndicate, and he did that just so that he could talk to Nyx for a brief interaction and then disappear into the streets.
Yeah.
And that cover identity was totally blown. Like, if they ever see that person again, because Ninian knew who it was. Like, knew who was positioned in that, like, part of the formation that you guys were in, so... He presumably created that cover and infiltrated the Raven Syndicate.
Just to talk.
Just to fuck with Nyx one time.
Yeah.
I guess the question is what relationship you want to keep in fit graces.
Do you want him to keep fucking with you, or do you want him to fuck you over?
Yeah,
And it's also a question of, because he might, like, maybe he won't care.
Yeah, I don't know though.
Like, honestly.
I think I have an idea though. So Rana's gonna like kind of like he's been thinking like the reason why I'm hesitant to say stuff is that although he seems to be affiliated with Raceman, I don't have confirmation on how close he is or anything of the sort. But despite that, he seems to be fond of our group in a way. And I think when we first initially met him, he was willing to answer some questions of the sort. And he is a connection that I hesitate to sever, because it seems that he has more information that we can ask him out of if we keep him in our good graces. And if he was picking up Raceman followers after failed missions, all that, I'm wondering, am I thinking, keep him close and maybe we can get more information about what's going on the inside.
I have 2 comments on that, actually. The first, even under my command, he is a trickster. The information he gives you can't really be trusted. He might be honest about it, but his reasons for telling you things, whether or not they are true, are always going to lead you into a worse position than you started. That's why he's a useful asset to me, and it's why he's a useful asset to Raceman. And the second, you said he was picking up a Raceman follower after a failed mission. Tell me about that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, you some more details.
The thing is, isn't this... I kind of did brush up on this a bit when we were first doing an, So, it's when...
Yeah, you told them about the incident at Taloris, and that...
Yeah.
Actually... Oh, wait.
What?
I think you would have said that a changeling was the one that picked them up.
Oh.
Would I have? Because the thing is that I know what it's like, because one, I knew it was Ross. Two, I knew that Ross works with the Helen. Three, I know that changelings are a whole thing because there's ones in my party, so I wouldn't be as open to just outing one when I know that Helen already has one underneath, like in this works.
Yeah. I'd like to go back to the VOD, but I am not scrubbing that whole VOD. Especially not right now.
I can go through it because it was a few, like when we first got like during doing that, so I can go through it.
It was right after the Oni fight.
But from what I remember, I know that I was scrubbing, like saying like, okay, I would have told him about like the Toloris thing. I don't think I said changeling.
Yeah, but you didn't say that you wouldn't say it either. That's the problem.
What do we want to rule here though? Because my whole thing is that I don't think Rylerin with how, because of it's why I'm hesitating about giving him information about Ross now, and why I haven't said that he's a changeling yet.
Yeah, so for me, what it is, right? I can agree that Rylerin would be hesitant to say that for the reasons you said, right?
Yeah.
Like, sure. But also, if you didn't state that at the time, that, like, it's kind of a hindsight bias thing, where you're like, well, I wouldn't have. And it's like, yeah, maybe you wouldn't have, but you also might not have thought to not, right?
That's fair. And I understand that, but also I didn't realize that connection was made until you said something.
Well, that's the problem,
Yeah.
because neither did your character.
So what do we want to do about this? Because I do want to leave Bournemouth this session. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Luck check? I don't know.
Yeah, we can do a luck check, sure. 50-50. We'll leave it up to a coin flip.
Okay.
Who's feeling lucky?
So
No.
I think
Not
I
a
think
lore.
I think I just gotta do it because it's my whole thing.
Sure. Why not?
Should we do highs and lows, or
I like evens and odds more.
I like my odds, baby.
It's more
Come on,
even than
Rylerin.
dispersed, you know?
15, baby. I like my odds.
All right. So there was, in fact, no look of recognition in his eyes in that moment.
Oh.
For a moment, you're like, wait a minute, did I? And then you look at him, and he's not looking at you as knowingly as you're so certain that he would, right?
Yeah.
Like, he has this habit, maybe this is part of his, like, interrogation, whatever, technique. Doesn't really matter. He has this habit of getting all smug when you let something slip,
Yeah.
right? Just to make you feel like an idiot, because then you'll make more slip-ups, right? Very effective technique. You know it quite well.
Yep. Yep. I hate that you said it like that, but yep.
Not only because it's happened a few times, but also because he's not the only person you've known who has been like this.
Yeah.
Not even close. Rylerin has a history of being manipulated, and this little trick is
He's like, ah,
Something-
man.
something all his manipulators have tended to be partial to, because it works so well on him.
Oh.
Ugh.
And he still won't learn his fucking lesson about it.
It's just in his nature, man. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Why would you do this to him, Arson? Look what you fucking did. No. But anyway, he doesn't seem to put two and two together.
But yeah,
right?
like-
he's still
So yeah,
he's pressing you on it.
after the Toloris
says-
thing, as I was saying before, a couple days ago, when we were chasing after the person who let the miasma bomb thing happen, following after him, And after that fight, we knocked them both out. Gonna grab them. Ross came up and wanted one of them, didn't care about the other. At that moment, introductions happened. He answered a couple questions. And I believe I can't remember if he cast magic or it was a magic item. I don't think we ever figured it out, but headed out. We left with the Azamar. And things continued.
What's curious is that I know him not as a caster.
So then, assumedly, it's a magic item. I didn't see him
Or
doing.
he's lying.
Or he's lying. I don't remember him doing any flares that casters usually do. Somatics, verbal, all that.
I think the only spell you saw him cast, well, you didn't even see him cast it. The only spell you saw him affected by was invisibility.
Yeah.
Because he appeared in the middle of your group. It could have been a teleportation thing too, but you didn't see like Misty Step effects or anything, so you're thinking he probably just was invisible until just then.
Yeah, there was something up with invisibility as well. Again, could just be potion of sorts. Never saw him cast it.
I mean, it's not as though I'm going to tell him where I got this information, but it sounds like he'll be able to clue it out.
Yeah.
And again, since he'll already know who I got it from, you might as well just tell me whatever. His affiliations with Reyesman, and his trickster nature. Frankly, any connection you have with him is a liability. But that's just my opinion.
And I understand that, but I don't... With how you're saying he's a trickster and all that, I don't want to find out how he is as an enemy.
Ignir smirks and says,
Actually, I know quite well how he is as an enemy. I've watched it firsthand. Not against myself, but my enemies are, in effect, his. The same with any of my men. I will tell you he is dangerous. But if he has had any authenticity in how he's behaved with me, frankly, I don't think this alone will be enough for him to truly dislike you. And even more so to that point, I've seen how he is with the people he hates. It's not that different. He still puts on a smile. There's an air of sadism to him. I don't think he's any more dangerous to you as an enemy than as a friend, really. I believe there's no one he wouldn't betray for the right reasons or the right price. Especially given this new information. Apparently not even fear is enough to prevent him from betraying someone. Perhaps he does not value his life.
and that is the most overt threat you have ever heard from him.
Jesus Christ!
He is, like, it now occurs to you, he is mad. Like, because his demeanor hasn't really changed. He's maybe a little more serious, I guess, now that he's talking about his own men rather than, like,
A dude.
someone else that could be dangerous, right? But it only kind of just now occurs to you, like, oh, he's pissed. Like,
Oh boy.
because normally he'd be like, perhaps he does not have a clever mind, or perhaps he has not looked into the future, perhaps he hasn't the foresight to understand the problem. No, perhaps he doesn't value his life. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's fucked.
Trying to decide if Ignir would be satisfied enough with what you've given him, or if he's gonna try to. I will just say because it's easier for all parties.
I was also gonna say, be like, look, I told you what you wanted to hear from me. The rest you can get from him. You know who it is. As you said, he's gonna know that it was us, or me, specifically. Well, either way.
But you do know something more.
That is not for me to say. And I'd respectfully ask you to not pry further. I've already told you more than I've been comfortable with.
He kind of turns, kind of jokingly almost, to Kuval, who he knows will not respond, and says,
That means yes.
Yeah, no
then
shit.
he turns back to you and says,
Well, I admit I am a bit disappointed that we can't have as symbiotic relationship as I had initially hoped, but I
And
won't press you further. You have important matters to get to, I'm sure. I hope you will be honest about what information you collect in Stardrop Fall.
I plan to. But you also, again, I'd like for you to consider this is still a very new relationship. I'm still trying to figure out where we all stand. I can't be holding
am
out all
I.
my cards. And I'm sure that you don't want to be showing all your cards either.
Perhaps. The way I normally do business, I'm the dealer. But at any rate, you may go. I will deal with this phosphorus situation. You can also tell, I would say, just Rylan, he's very insightful, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You can tell from the sort of micro expressions in his demeanor, right? It is a lot easier to lose his trust than to gain it. Even more so, because that's true of anyone, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just generally hard to gain a person's trust than it is to lose that trust, right? But with him in particular, like, he was only just beginning to maybe even respect you, right?
And I lost that.
And now you're nothing more than, like, an inconvenient source of information, right?
Yikes. Should have tried harder, Rylerin.
Should have locked in.
Don't
Should've
even
shut up,
don't.
actually.
The thing is, for Rylan, it's like, if I sell out Roth as a changeling, it feels in a way I'm selling out Nyx. And sure, he doesn't like Nyx, but he doesn't want to step over that line.
yeah. He doesn't like Nyx, but he's still a party member.
Exactly. Like, for him, especially with how changelings are treated, like, Roth is fucked. Like, whatever, like, it's gonna happen, like, it's going to happen. If he finds out that there's also a changeling in the midst, I don't want to deal with that.
Well, you want to have to.
Well, I know, but that just feels like a step too far.
Feels wrong.
Exactly. And Ralarin is very, like, he does not like that feeling. He would never really feel okay after, yeah.
About that incident, yeah. And what's funny is, I think you would have collected this much. Ignir would probably respect that aspect of your morals, at least to some extent.
Yeah.
But you cannot express that that's the problem without doing the thing you're avoiding, right?
Yeah.
You can't say, like, oh, well, I don't want to tell you what he is because it feels like it's crossing a line. Oh, so he's a changeling, right?
Yeah.
So
I think
you
I
can't
can't
express that to him, which is why, like, if you could even be partially honest about this without revealing everything, this would be a much better situation for you and for your relationship with this Helen. But there's just no way to do that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Without, like, even if I even make a hint towards it, it's going to be very easy to tell because it's such a specific race.
Yeah, like it's
Um,
like someone lying in your midst, and like the only race that is like affiliated with lies. Because the other thing is he knows Ross, right? Like,
yeah.
He knows Ross as a human. So if you say, like, well, I don't want to cross this line because, like, it would perpetuate a stereotype. What stereotype is that? That well-off humans lie to people? That's not really a thing.
No.
He's a fucking changeling. Obviously, he's not
but
actually a human.
Yeah, I feel like Riley kind of like sees this switch and just like, I understand that whatever feelings you have towards me have changed, and I understand that. But I have my own morals to upkeep and my own following as a follower of Randman. I'd like to work with you. I want for us to, since have enemy, enemy of my enemy is my friend and all that. I'd like to keep this connection, but there's just some things I can't do.
I want you to know, I rolled to see if that much would be enough to tip them off.
Yeah.
It was a steep DC. So they didn't make it. But I want you to know, even saying that much was taking a risk.
Yeah. But also,
which I think you could figure out, but I just want to say.
It's also Riley kind of be like, hey, this is not a slight to you. This is my own thing.
Right. He will also say, just as you guys are starting to walk away, a word of advice from the wizened in this business. The enemy of your enemy is not your friend. They're just an asset.
It's true.
Thanks, Lilith.
I agree with him.
I agree.
I just look at Lilith like, can we just leave, please? Before he changes his mind.
I was already walking away.
Yeah.
You have no idea what he says, because he turns. You can see him moving his mouth, but perks of being a dragonborn, right? If he just turns his snout down, you can't read his lips.
Yeah.
Period.
You don't know what he says, but he says something to Kuval as you walk away.
I can't hear it.
No.
When they get further enough away that they can't hear them, Lilith's just gonna be like, so who the fuck is Ross?
Once we're out of town, we'll
pan up to the sky.
We'll tell you once we're out of town.
Okay.
I want out.
Sure. Whatever.
I'm assuming insert pause where Lilith gets scroll.
Yeah.
Right.
You basically, like, he gave you a token that is just basically like, you get the idea that in order to confirm without him actually being there or sending an order or whatever, that he wanted something from you or for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
He gives you this little token with like the Svihelen emblem on it. It's sort of ornate in a very particular way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you hand that to someone who takes it from you to make sure that they can return it to him, and in exchange gives you the scroll. You don't get to keep that token.
Yeah.
Because that would be
awesome.
That would be a get out of jail free card when it comes to the Svihelen.
Oh yeah.
Damn it.
Could have gotten a different kind of token from them if they had ended up liking you enough. Fun fact, but no.
Rotherham's morals have ruined everything again.
Damn it, Rotherham, how are you a good person?
Would Lilith be okay with that?
Outing Ross as a changeling?
Just outing somebody and just like, in association. Like say Lilith knew. Would she be okay with that? Considering she's holding a secret that she's a mer person?
I was just gonna say, like,
how would you feel about Rylerin outing somebody that else is a mer person?
As long as Rylan doesn't say it's her, they're fucking good. As long as her name isn't thrown into the
a evil, despicable piece of shit like Ross seems to be.
Yeah, if it was like an evil piece of shit person, and Rylan's like, they're a mer person, and then that's it. That's the end of the sentence, and there's not more like Lilith knows them. Like, don't start. Like, no, she doesn't care if you out somebody else. Like, as long as you don't out her.
She's
She'd probably do it. She'd probably do it.
Man, I'm really the only one with fucking moral else in this group. I mean,
You're looking
anyone
at
else in the Gunnar, Aelor, y'all could have fucking said something.
No, here's the thing. You're looking to tell Gunnar, because if you told Gunnar to speak up, Gunnar could have been like, "Oh yeah, he's that changeling."
Is he the guy that changes Ling?
Yeah, he literally asked the one person.
Changeling?
He asked the one person
wouldn't
who would
think about it.
hesitate to say anything.
Yeah, and it's funny because he chose you intentionally because he was like, this is the weakest link here. This is the person who is most likely to divulge information in general, which is true.
Yes! Oh,
Okay,
that's so funny.
I hate this. I want to leave.
Rylan
Like I
should
said, he was
permanently
pressing
stand
you in
the back.
particular. That was not a
Yeah.
coincidence.
Yeah, I know. And I'm also the only one who fucking talks in this group.
Listen,
as well.
Lilith had no idea, so how was
You're
she
Yeah,
fine,
Lilith
Gigi.
shouldn't.
I'm pointing at
Deceive.
fucking Jacob in particular.
What?
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 You have a mouth. You can speak up.
Yo, it's not my fault. You want to make friends with everybody.
Oh,
I have morals. I don't want to sell enough for that. I already sold enough for enough.
Mhm.
like, are you gonna explode if, like...
Maybe.
Well, you don't know if you don't try.
You want me to explode?
A
No.
little. All right.
We leave.
I want a
Born.
vibe check.
Nope. We need Trident.
My trident! My trident! Yay!
Okay, let's do
my
that, and
trident!
then after that, I want a vibe check on how tired everyone is.
I'm good.
Okay. I'm gonna move them myself. I'm so excited. I want to know what this trident's about. I've been waiting 50 years.
Oh my god.
It's a... this is definitely a trek. Where the fuck is it? Oh, it's over here.
It's a trend.
She'll walk in. She's like, finally, I hope it's ready. Fingers crossed.
Aron's just gonna stay out here.
The the guy. Remember, there's an old guy and a younger guy. The guy behind the counter would actually be this is Durat. This is the first one you met.
Yeah, this is the
Um,
guy she gave it to.
Yeah, the older of the two.
Old man.
And he looks at you as you come in. Kind of like raises his eyebrows, you know, in surprise, and he says, "Oh, hey, doll. Convenient timing. We've actually just finished with your trident.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
The metal was a bit expensive, but
Mhm.
we had it in stock, luckily.
Oh,
There are magical qualities, but they aren't so significant as far as we could tell that they are dulled by the changes we made, the fixers.
Okay.
If they are dulled, you can add other magical materials and things or re-enchant it. There's plenty of things you can do, but nothing we can do for you in that regard. If you find that it's not magical enough to your liking. And he actually probably has it at the desk because he knew you were gonna come back today.
Yay.
So he kind of reaches under and pulls up this beautiful, ornate, shiny trident. It is mostly golden with this almost like pearlish metal for the actual prongs of it.
Ooh.
And there is this complicated, really nice metalworked design of like waves crashing around on it, and on the I guess not the hilt necessarily, right where the staff of it, the handle meets the pronged tip. Connecting the two together is this little idol of a merfolk woman on either side who bears no resemblance to you.
Duh.
It's just a generic like trident's merfolk, right?
True. True.
Which is true. There is a connection there.
Yeah.
In all fairness. So just this like just mermaid, right?
Mermaid.
Um,
Yay. Me. Haha.
It is a beautiful little thing, and he says, I've dubbed it the Tide Shaper.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go ahead and add that to your character.
Ooh.
I like
I've
that.
had this one for like 4 sessions.
Woohoo! I can remove that temporary trident I've had in there. Yippee.
Yeah. So you have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. It's +1 trident. However,
Mhm.
there's also it gives you the ability to cast the shape water cantrip once a day while you are attuned to the weapon.
Nice.
Oh, she's gonna attune to it. Yes.
You can use it without attunement, just as a normal +1 trident. But if you want the shape water cantrip once a day, you also have the tide shaper.
Awesome. She can spontaneously turn into a mermaid. This
Yeah,
is
she
great.
can pull the water to her now with the trident.
Yeah.
God.
Which might come in handy.
That'd be so funny. She
It's
looks
actually a
at it. And
surprisingly diverse number of things you can do with that.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy. Yay!
I'm so happy because today I found my God.
She takes it in her hand. She feels it. She kind of like, you know, I don't know how to describe it, but she
Feels out the weight, you know.
Yeah. Just like a little twirl.
It feels it's real balanced.
Yeah.
You can tell this guy's an expert, right? This is a
Mhm.
professional's work for sure.
She's like, it's
Just a rock
beautifully
like
made. Thank you so much. How much do I owe you for your hard work?
How is he gonna?
How's he gonna price this?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I dropped my phone.
Nice.
He kind of like clicks his tongue and is like, "You might not be happy to hear this. The metal is expensive, as I said. The working in the restoration is ornate. Go about 200 gold for our troubles.
Oh, okay.
It was a rush job as well. That's 20 plat,
That you
which
don't
I
have.
believe is all of the platinum you have. right
Not
now.
anymore. Because she bought the fucking scroll.
Wait, how much? How much gold?
200 gold.
200,
So it's how many platinum?
20.
20.
I don't have 20 platinum. Fuck. Jesus Christ, Palfy!
I'm
I
gonna go outside and ask one of them.
Ralarin has 21 on him.
I just need 12.
Come out and ask.
Lilith's like, I'll give you 8. Just give me 1 second. Bennett, stay here, buddy.
Has insurance. He's collateral.
So you know how I bought Palfy that sending scroll? I need money for my item. For my item. The item that's for myself.
money.
Wait,
I need
so
money
Betsy,
for
you know
me.
that it's not 12. It's so you gave him 8 platinum, so that's 80 gold. You need 120 gold.
Fuck me.
Need 120 gold.
Or 12 platinum if you have.
Like 12 platinum. Yeah, I gave him 8. So I can
I
retrieve.
can lend you 12 platinum.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh no.
Goated of you, actually, by the way.
That'll make up for whatever the fuck you did earlier. Thank you. And she'll kind of like
Outing her to probably one of the most dangerous people in the continent.
putting a target on her fucking back or something, but
God, that's probably another thing that we fucked up. So,
I mean, you don't know for sure.
probably.
You didn't try to insight to see if he, recognized it, so.
too late now. She got her trident, so whatever. She's like, here's the rest of it.
Thank you.
Of course. She'll kind of scrappily strap it to her back, because she don't really got anything. She'll find a way to temporarily attach it. She's like, thank you again, and have a good day.
In the meantime, I'm kind of.
Gives you a.
Oh, go ahead.
Huh?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
He gives you a affirmative nod. As you leave and says, "Pleasure doing business."
Likewise. Okay. She's like, oh, Bennett.
What are we gonna do, little guy?
Oh, buddy. It's okay.
Hello?
Are you hungry, buddy?
That's what dogs do. Have you never had
No,
a
I
dog?
know. It's just
Arthur?
it just threw me off that you would do it.
What are we gonna do?
Crazy. But I was gonna say, in the meantime, I was gonna kind of like look at Aelor and Gnargs like, do you think I should have told him?
I don't really care either way.
Wow, you're so
Nice.
helpful.
God, I just don't fucking care.
Oh my god.
I really wish I could
Like,
answer
I
that
don't
question,
get
but I
what
do
the
not give a
points-
fuck.
Sorry, what'd you say, Jacob?
I don't get the point of hiding in the night.
One more
So,
time?
if
The fuck
told
did you
him or
say?
not. I don't get the point of hiding it.
I heard fighting anyway, so.
Great. Yeah, that's it.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I heard it the last time.
Yeah, we heard the last one. We heard the last one.
The first time I didn't hear shit. The second time I heard fighting anyway. The third time I heard hiding it. So.
You don't think that it's odd just to sell him out like that?
I mean, he's barely an acquaintance, right?
Yeah, but we also...
And he's fairly open about it, right?
Yeah, but
I was open to you about it, but.
have you considered that he's also been calling... I kind of like take a look around to see, because he does a lot of like, yeah, I've been hearing about this a lot. I'm like, how the fuck have you heard about this already? I'll kind of like lower my voice, kind of like, you know, because I'm tired of being eavesdropped on. Is there anybody around that could possibly be eavesdropping on us?
There's people on the street, but.
I don't know, he just... with how buddy-buddy he's been with Pascal and all, feels like if we sell him out, then he sells out. No? Just felt wrong.
That's your prerogative, I guess.
Thanks. Gnark, what's your thoughts?
Gnark just kind of put the connection together once you said that. Oh, right, that would happen.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, you rat out Nick. Let's go.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was...
because again, like I said, if he asked directly to Gnark would have flat out just said changeling.
Yeah,
So he's like, oh no, yeah, that would be bad.
yes,
Oh, I totally would have ratted him out too. Jeez.
yeah, my it's less so
Just run it.
concerned about Ross and more concerned about the people that we know.
Yeah.
Glad you agree with me, bud.
Now he agrees, like, oh.
No, he's like, oh shit, you right?
You're right.
Oh dear gods.
Alright, is there anything else that...
I could have ratted out my friend.
It's just sobbing.
So ashamed.
Alright, are we all done in Bournemouth? Is there anything else we need to grab? Any last minute orders?
I just need to grab components for my Pass Without Trace and I'll be good.
What do you need?
Fuck.
I'm afraid I can't help you with that.
What?
You got that already.
I need ashes,
Which we can make.
of mistletoe, and
I need ashes, which we can make.
That's
Okay,
what a
so-
lore line.
I just need to get sprigs of spruce and mistletoe.
I think we could probably get some spruce on the way there.
I
Mistletoe?
would say you could pick. Lidley would probably just give you both of those things. Those are really easy common ingredients for things.
Sick.
Slay.
We leave. Please let us leave.
So we could even say that you talked to Lidley before.
Please let us leave.
I love
Please.
yeah. I love her.
Yeah, I mean we can go back if you. I'm fine with playing her more. She's fun.
I love Lidley.
I love Lidley.
Wait, I want to
Lidley's
go
my
to
goat.
Lidley. I'm gonna ask if Lidley would be able to lend me some of those things.
Are we actually going?
I want to talk to Lily myself, okay? Just one more, please.
It's fine.
You're
For the
not
road.
leaving.
Please.
All right,
I'm
drag us
sorry.
over there. No, it's fine.
We're almost out, I swear. I
just went out,
swear.
man.
Shit. Okay.
Well, something happens.
We found
On
another.
our way to Lidley.
Lilith knocks at the door. Lily?
Yeah.
Lily? Oh,
Her catchphrase.
Yeah! Yeah! I'm in need of some material components for Pass Without a Trace. Do you have mistletoe and spruce?
Oh yeah, mistletoe's a common one. It's even used in some health potion recipes, so
Oh,
that one's I definitely have. Spruce is less common, usually used for treating things. Oh, that reminds me. She runs over to this little. There's like a little like cabinet under the staircase, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of
Oh,
opens
that's
it.
fire.
And you can see what looks like. I would say you would liken it to almost like a really small wine cellar would be the first you think of, and then you think to like fermentation processes. This is just kind of exposing certain materials to other certain materials is a common thing in alchemy. And this seems to be her little room.
Okay.
By modern standards, you might also think of it as like the room you would put like Polaroids in to treat them, right? It's just kind of this little isolated space where she can do processes like that and have it be a little less exposed to the elements, right? And you get the vibe that she's put something in here for a little too long. She kind of sorts around for a little bit and pulls out a tray of some kind of stoppered potion, that really strange looking little cloudy fluid. And
She's
she
a little
runs
worried.
over and puts that down and runs back under the stairs and comes out with this like, she drags partially out of there like this big thing of spruce. Like it's this is like the size of like your entire torso is like the height and width of this, right? And then she runs over, grabs like a little tool and chips off a piece of this like just strip of bark, and then kind of pushes the rest back in and closes the door and walks over and hands it to you and is like, here you go. And she kind of like looks right and then left, and then literally on the shelf right next to her is some mistletoe because it's just scattered around because it's fairly common. She just picks that up, just scoops it up with fervor and hands it to you.
Oh, thank you. And she'll stuff it into her boobs.
Oh,
Thank you so much,
what
Lily.
the fuck?
You don't have a backpack or something?
My hands are full at the moment, so I'll sort it out later. Thank you so much, Lily. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
The reason
like,
why
"Okay."
why Lidley give it to her for free is because Lilith didn't even ask if she had to pay.
It's possible.
I mean, she didn't stop her, so
Yeah.
She got so caught off guard by the boob play.
she's like, you don't have a bag? Nope. Have a good day, Lily.
Bye. You too.
What happened?
It wasn't even like you just left quickly. You exchanged goodbyes.
She even did like the little like finger to the palm kind of wave, like bye-bye, Lily.
God.
Bye-bye.
Lily does a full body wave, you know.
I love her
love
so
her.
much.
I
Like
love
a Roblox
her.
emote.
Not the Roblox emote.
Bye.
Like the fucking Club Penguin wave.
Stop.
Yeah.
Lily comes up. She's like, okay, now I'm ready to go.
Alright, let's get going.
With mistletoe sticking out of her tits.
Yeah, Riley kind of like looks down, looks at her face. I'm not gonna ask.
Don't ask.
I already said that I wasn't gonna, but alright. We
Okay,
leave?
Let's go get Palfy and Nyx.
We leave? Is it
By
time?
now they're chilling inside. It wouldn't take so long to.
Oh,
Oops,
awesome.
I'm resizing Palfy, not dragging.
So funny.
What are you doing?
She just gets
Palfy,
bigger.
did you get longer?
Alfie, what happened? Um,
Help me.
fucking crazy.
Okay.
We say goodbye to Dudley and then we fuck off. We're finally at a Bournemouth, please.
We get
Yeah,
out of
so-
Bournemouth?
You guys are going to Stardrop Isle?
Yes!
There are 2 routes.
Cool.
Well, they're kind of similar. So one, you could book passage on a ship here, and sail along the coastline down to Stardrop, or you could walk the way to get closer to them.
And find
like,
it cheaper.
closer to them, to the actual place. It'll be a cheaper trip, but it's more dangerous for a number of reasons. Although there is some danger in just being on a ship with some people, you know.
Yeah.
There's a small amount of risk there, but
Is there a coastline? Because I have Natural Explorer.
would
that help?
do for you?
I have a favored terrain type. My proficiency bonus is doubled for proficient skills when you make an intelligence or wisdom check related. While traveling for an hour or more in your chosen terrain, difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. Your group can't become lost except by magical means. You remain alert to danger even when you are engaged in other activity. You can move stealthily at a normal pace. You find twice as much food, blah blah blah, tracking creatures, whatever.
I
And
mean,
that's like stuff related
we
to
could
me.
we could just go along the coastline. That'd be pretty it might not be the most direct thing, but if that's better for ranger things, I think that'll make up the time we would otherwise lose by not going directly, like a straight line.
Mm-hmm.
And we would stay near water as well for Lilith then.
Yeah, so that is true. There's one snag
Mm-hmm.
along that route,
There
in
is?
that there is a mountain pass.
Shit.
That kind
Lilith
of cuts
doesn't-
directly along the shoreline, which there's like a rocky shore there. But you can make it most of the way and then travel around the mountain pass.
Okay.
I mean, I'll send a no-mic. This is kind of the difference between the 2 paths. You could probably traverse the rocky shore, but it's just dangerous terrain. It'll take longer than. It might be quicker to go around. It'd definitely be safer to go around.
Yeah.
Especially if you guys try to take a cart or horses or anything.
We don't have the cart with us, so probably not.
Yeah. If you take a boat, it's also because on Stardrop Fall, there are 2. I mean, Palfy heard about this. I don't think she told you, but I don't really care enough. So, whatever. There's 2 major, kind of like, they're not really cities. They're not that big, but 2 major towns there. On the dots. So if you go by sea now, you'll go to the town in the northeast-ish. And if you hike most of the way and then take a boat when you're close, you'll probably end up on the other one. If
How
either
much
of
would
them
it?
initially.
How much would a boat cost?
From here,
Mm.
I should have thought more about that actually. I don't know why it didn't cross my mind, but
D&D boat travel prices.
Real.
yeah, let's see what Reddit thinks. That's just how to make it interesting. I don't need to worry about that. Yeah.
So we're going by foot, right, guys?
we're going by foot because that's cheap.
Oh, I know how to make a
It's
travel by foot
free.
interesting already.
It's
Sure.
free. It's free,
Yeah,
guys. And plus,
but it doesn't cost too much.
okay, but we don't have much.
You might not.
Are you gonna pay for us?
I asked how much it was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know yet.
Also, we've been in Bournemouth for 12 sessions.
We actually have.
Fucking
You've been in Bournemouth so long, you gained a new member.
session
the party.
24, the beauty of Bournemouth.
simpler times.
Fuck! It's been so
honestly,
long.
wouldn't actually be that much. So it depends on. You could try to find a fishing boat and just be like, "Hey, can you fish in that direction?" and then drop us off there if we pay you. And there are fish all along the way, right? So there are some
True.
spots that are better at fishing, and they'll make more money from going there. But also, you're paying them for the detour, so you know. If you want to get on a fishing boat, that's a lot smaller, so your quarters will be smaller. It also means there's fewer people on it, which might be safer. But if you run into any dangers on the seas of like sea monsters or anything,
The boat will be smaller.
you're in a little boat, so that's bad. Conversely, if you go onto a larger boat, it'll be a much nicer experience. You'll have better lodgings. It still won't be great because you're not going on like a noble's boat. This isn't like a fantasy yacht. This is still just like a, you know.
This isn't Akimi's
Caravel.
dad's Akimi. Oh my god. slip of the
Nice.
tongue.
Nice.
I don't think Akimi's dad has a boat.
Akimi Lilith. Sorry, I read what the fuck is that Akimi, and then I said Akimi instead of Lilith. This isn't Lilith's family yacht.
Akimith,
Sorry.
I mean, Lilimi.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Lilith didn't bring her fucking family boat. If anything, she might have. No, I don't think she swam here. She probably took the train.
At the last 4 session titles. What comes next? Are we finally leaving? Next destination. Tying up loose ends.
We've been trying to leave for so long.
He's
Finally
pulling
here,
us
guys.
back
You just
in.
have to decide how. Come on.
We can do it.
Walking! We're
We
walking!
need a whole session.
Cost?
Wait, wait, yeah. What's the cost for the big boat?
Yeah. If you want to go on a big boat, I mean, hold on. There's
Holding.
one last thing I want to check because I know how long I would probably charge, like about a month's worth of travel. Now I need to decide how long the trip will be based on that.
This is so stressful.
Being accurate about travel time and cost. That's a D&D experience.
Yeah.
If you want to book passage on like a fishing boat, you could probably get away with like maybe 4. Is it? The problem is that there's 6 of you.
Oh, right.
Probably like. Depending on how much the fisherman at hand likes you, because you're going to be in close quarters with this person for 2 weeks at least.
Yeah.
Probably like around 10 gold for the lot of you, for a 2-week trip, which is pretty good.
That's fair.
On
I
a
mean-
larger ship, this is when the price gets a little sus.
Mhm.
It's probably closer to like 25.
For everybody?
Yeah, depending again on how much they like you.
I mean, Lilith just shows her tits a little bit, and I'm sure they'd like us a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
it depends
go
on their
sleep with the captain.
sexuality.
Sorry?
What
Would we want to take a large boat?
My thing is that large boat makes ship ocean travel safer. We're less likely to
Yeah.
tip over.
Yeah,
There's
so
more.
would we rather walk or would we rather go on a large boat?
What's the travel time difference between walking and?
You could probably save around 2 days maybe by walking.
That's it,
Um,
really?
It would be 4 days, except you have to travel through that mountainous area or take a detour. Both of which kind of suck.
Wait, no, I thought the on ship would be faster, wouldn't it?
Well, no, because it's not sailing directly along the coastline. It's going out a bit and then coming around again.
Oh.
Because being too close to the coastline is dangerous.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also because it's not a fishing boat, but they're gonna do some fishing.
Okay.
And stuff like that. And there's a number of reasons why being a little further out at sea is safer.
Okay, so okay, what's the difference between walking, big boat, and small boat?
I would say, do you mean just in times, or do you want a general pros and cons?
Both?
Yeah, so,
Let's start with walking.
walking will probably take, 12 days around.
Okay.
You risk the normal things of, like, maybe bandits see you, or you run into an animal, or whatever. Not to mention you have to cross through the rocky shore or go around it, both of which are kind of annoying. But generally it's what you're most used to. If you take a fishing boat, there's a much higher chance of it like tipping or something, right? Or if a fucking monster attacks or there's a storm, whatever. It's way more dangerous to be on like this. It's big for a fishing boat, right? Because they're going out for longer periods. But it's still a fishing boat.
How many days?
Probably 10 days actually. It's a smaller boat, so it can go closer to shore without risking like scraping against a particularly shallow patch of land or something under the water, because it doesn't go as deep under.
Mm-hmm.
So fishing boat would be the fastest, but probably also the most dangerous. And then as far as a big boat, there is a small chance that, because it's a large crew, right? It's a lot harder to be certain everyone on the crew is chill. So there's a higher risk of getting ambushed. But if you get ambushed out there, it's not like they can run away. So that's an upside, I guess. That would take 14 days. And I mean, as far as how much your characters will have the most pleasant time on the big boat. For those of you that would be affected by, like, I think it would affect, for example, Lilith's decision. She's like, well, I mean, I'll walk, but I don't wanna. Like, some of you care a lot more about the physically exhausting and uncomfortable aspects of being in a little boat, or...
I mean, to be honest, Lilith, if it was just herself, she would just swim
Yeah.
there.
It's probably true, yeah.
And she would get there first. Maybe.
She would get.
Actually,
depending.
she probably could get there quicker. Honestly, I could see her swimming or just booking passage, because she doesn't feel like swimming that whole time and like whatever.
Because then she has to stop and eat and figure that kind of stuff, how to carry all her things with like all getting wet.
I feel like she would have figured that out by now.
I mean, there's a ton of stuff. Even figuring it out, the things you have to do to get around it are also a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So it's like, it would be a lot easier to just, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, but if she doesn't have her rich girl money.
Yeah, she spent it on her trident and a scroll.
Yeah, scroll that's not even hers.
Could be.
If Puffy doesn't need it, then yeah. But what can you do? I don't know. She wants to save money. She's learning how to be frugal.
I think the most interesting ones would either be... Fucking Fletcher boat, you say?
Oh god.
I think the most interesting would either be the walking or the big boat.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, one of those two.
Yeah, big
I
boat.
think the risks in a fishing boat are the least interesting, for sure.
Yeah,
It's the most dangerous,
but it's also like...
and also the
Okay.
dangers are boring,
Yeah.
and also it's quick, I guess.
I personally would rather go for a more interesting route than the best, quote-unquote.
Mm-hmm.
And...
I would
So,
say
are we
big
wanting to
boat's probably
walk?
the most interesting.
Oh, big boat. Okay.
Big boat or walking, that's we've narrowed it down to two, because also I think Rylan is also nervous about going on a small boat because he's in heavy armor. And sure, he doesn't need to breathe, but he also doesn't feel like sinking to the bottom.
I think
The ocean.
another big question is, do we have a lot of fighting capability in like on a boat?
Yeah, in close combat.
I don't think any of you are motion sick, right? That's not a thing we've done for any of you.
Wait,
No.
It'd be funny to roll for it.
We'll see if Gnark.
Oh no, poor Gnark.
We'll be sure to revisit that. But as far as any of you know, you're not motion sick.
But
No.
like, I
The
would
small
not be able
boat,
to do a
there's
lot.
a number of risks there. The big boat, as long as you don't do anything really stupid, Jacob,
Exactly.
you'll probably.
I wouldn't have a lot of capabilities fighting on the boats.
You have limitations, but also, a lot of electrical magic, I will say, is not likely. Like Shocking Grasp, most of the time, I think we talked about this before in an interaction. Depending on the caster and whatever, there's other factors, but a lot of the time, electrical magic doesn't actually light a spark, because it's
more like static.
it's not powered by
Yeah.
the like. It's kind of weird. It's the science behind it's a little bit goofy, right? But it's not powered by a spark or the distribution of energy. It's brought forth by magic, so it's not actually necessarily that hot. It's just the electric current running through its magic, pretending to be electric. Although sometimes, like depending on the caster, and I wouldn't say all this, but this is stuff that Allure would know as a wizard. Depending on the caster, sometimes like there are some casters who, much like you would with a fireball, just kind of create lightning as it normally is, and in those cases, it definitely lights stuff on fire. So it depends on like the caster and the spell and whatever. But I would say you'd probably be able, I think we talked about this before because it was relevant because you almost lit something on fire. But we decided that you have the ability to cast, at the very least, some of your electric spells without like lighting a spark.
Yeah. But like, a lot of my spells are larger.
But also, how about we just don't get into a fucking fight?
Well,
Yeah.
you hope for the best, plan for the worst.
I mean, I was gonna say, sure, let's go with that.
But the thing is that the rest of us are pretty okay with close combat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with close combat too. I just wanted to. I was asking about everybody else's abilities to fight on the boats. Like, especially if the boat starts sinking, do we have any like?
Right, like if one person can't do their things, that's fine. But yeah, we should probably talk about our general capabilities.
Halfie is fine. Nyx is fine. Nyx is gonna steal so much shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
biggest
doubt it.
risk there is just Nyx on a boat means he's enclosed with a number of people with a number of valuables.
We just have to lock
For a
him
number of
down.
Gnark is gonna be the guard dog. Just keep an eye.
Yeah, I think other than Allure, the person who's the biggest liability, because Rylerin has spells that are like radiant or just force, which
Yeah.
is fine. I would say the other biggest liability is actually probably Gnark, because he might get carried away and poke a hole in the ship if you're below deck or something.
That'd be really
Mm.
funny. We just don't let him go
Oh
below
no,
deck.
his horns.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Write that one down.
We like baby proof his horns with like
Some pool noodles.
like pool noodles.
Let's go. We're going on a cruise. Shit.
My other thing is also like I'm just intrigued because I want to know about like I want to like do all the roleplay with like all the different characters we might bump into. I think that'd be really fun. Also, it's a boat. We can
So,
relax.
Big boat it is.
This is my bias. Please don't let me be the deciding factor every single time, please.
I'm just asking. I'm fine with walking or big boat. Like,
I'm fine with walking and big boat.
I'm fine with either.
I'm not
I'm-
privy to either.
Hold on, I'm gonna message Fletcher.
Gnark is
I
tired.
know
He'd rather not.
Fletcher's answer. They want to steal stuff. They want the boat.
I have a feeling.
Yep.
All right, no, come on, Fletcher. Come on, big
We
guy.
could stow away.
Go away is crazy. Not with Gnark.
That's
or Fletcher.
crazy.
No.
Gnark.
How the fuck are we gonna get them on?
He could be a bush again.
The bush.
A bush on a boat is
The bush.
crazy.
They'll never know. They'll never know.
Exactly.
All you need is get a pot plant, like a potted plant, and then just stick a Gnark inside of it. And no one will suspect.
That is
anything.
one big tree.
No.
Nuh-uh.
No, it's not.
Nuh-uh.
What do you mean, nuh-uh?
I mean, no.
Oh,
It looks like we're going on
yeah.
the boat.
Okay, boat it is.
Okay, but it
Okay,
is.
And you said it was 25 gold?
Per person
yeah,
or
from the
altogether?
party.
Oh,
as
okay.
Because you're like the thing with boats, either your room is either really small or fairly big. So for just like a fairly big room, and this is big for a boat, not big for a house. Keep that in mind. You'll be occupying the same little space for where you sleep, but half of you don't have to go in there at all. Like you don't have to sleep. So
True.
like
Half.
a little under half, I guess, a third.
Yeah. Well, Lilith needs. Yeah, Lilith just needs to sleep for 4 hours only too.
It's not even really sleep either.
Yeah.
Like, the thing with trance, you could sit up on the deck. Like, just falling asleep on the deck, people might get pissed at you. Trancing on the deck, less so. I mean, people, it's still kind of, because it's kind of like sleep. Especially to humans, they'll see you just, like, there. And they'll either be like, oh, elves just meditate. Or they'll be like, bullshit, you're sleeping on the deck, just like anyone else would. Most other elves, or half-elves even, if they saw you, like, trancing on the deck, they'd probably just be like, yeah. Because it's not quite sleep. So the culture surrounding it is a little different. It's not like you're going to be thrashing around or snoring or anything. You're just
Sitting there.
sitting there. So, and then Rylerin can just fucking stand on the bow and look around.
He's a great person to have on board. I guess we're going to the docks.
The docks, woohoo!
Alright.
Oh my god, we're leaving fucking Bournemouth.
We're finally leaving.
Guys are fucking
This is
doing it.
awesome.
And it's only a faraway explosion.
No,
Oh,
no.
Oh my god. Is it gonna
Imagine
like
you're on the
boat?
boat for longer than you were in Bournemouth.
I think I would. I'd jump out and swim there myself.
Dude,
At that
if we're
point, I would
if
just-
we're on the
damn it.
fucking boat, for fucking 12 or more sessions, I'm going to lose it.
This is
It's like-
now a seafaring pirate campaign. We're throwing the original plot out the window. Chat, this is no longer Days of Dusk. This is Seas of Sus.
That is crazy.
He's obsessed.
Let's
He's
go.
obsessed.
Sweet life of.
I should change it to that on April Fools. Seas of Sus.
Oh my
And then
god.
make the profile picture for the server One Piece instead of.
So
Soul
obviously what we have to do is we have to stay on the boat. We either have to be on the boat there or on the boat back on April Fools.
All right, we're gonna be in Star Trek for a while actually. Then
Oh my
God,
god.
damn it.
Oh,
we
oh
might
my
be
god.
there for a while. Anyway,
April
but-
Fools lands on a Tuesday. In April. Guys.
Does it?
Yeah.
No way.
Guys,
it does.
guys.
Holy
That's
shit, this is
perfect.
hype.
Don't
For
panic.
April Fools, we just go back to Bournemouth.
All right, I'll see you guys on April 1st.
Just stop playing until April 1st. That's the longest April Fool's joke ever.
Hiatus.
Oh my
Going on
God.
hiatus.
And then we fucking stream on April Fools and people are like, they're not streaming. It's April Fools. It's a joke.
He's obsessed. Session 1.
My god.
And then after that, we just move back. It's like if you look back on the playlist on YouTube, it's like session 35, session 36, session 1,
Session 37.
Session 37.
What happened?
What's that one shot?
Fuck. It's jingle jingle, we go to the docks. Oh my god.
I don't want to roleplay out the whole interaction because it's been 3.5 hours.
Yes.
And I want to leave.
That's fucked.
So suffice it to say, you chat with the captain or whatever.
Can we
some
roll a
shit happened.
charisma roll to see if we can get a good deal?
Yeah. You know what?
Hey,
I'll have
Lilith.
one of you roll a charisma roll, and I think we all know who that's gonna
Lilith.
be. You can do it with advantage
Me,
because the
obviously.
party's trying their
Good
best
lord.
to help you.
I-
Ryleran's just looking put together. Gnark is looking
I'm
helpful.
holding-
And Jacob is trying not to do or say anything.
I'm holding Jacob's mouth like I'm just holding Aelor shut.
Hey, I'm paying for this. You leave me alone.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, by Ryleran looking like a smart, trustworthy fellow, other than being a drow, let's hope he's not racist.
Ooh.
Like, whoever we're talking to. And Gnark, he's like,
Puppy eyes.
he just looks helpful, right? Like, they're like, oh, we can just tell this guy to carry cargo without paying him, and he probably will.
Is there like a crate nearby? Just
Could we
picking up
offer,
for no
hey,
reason?
can he pay for his way on by just helping you with the cargo?
Oh,
Do you want to actually do that?
That actually, yeah, Godark would definitely be up for that.
That's like a couple bucks off.
Yeah,
Woohoo.
he'll let you do that, actually.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aye.
You're welcome,
No,
Aelor.
buddy.
All right, let's charisma with advantage.
You got this. Please.
You can roll
Would it be
persuasion.
persuasion would be nice.
Can Lilith flirt her way on board?
Oh no.
That's where you're going with it. That's the plan.
Always has been.
Crazy.
Always will be.
Alright, let's see that roll.
Yeah.
Persuasion. Come on.
Oh.
Persuasion with advantage. Please.
You got this.
What's happening? Are you rolling?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, persuade. Oh, shit,
Oh
okay.
I'm gonna kill you.
Let's go.
20.
This is grounds for divorce.
Oh.
Sorry. Jeez, I'm sorry. 20.
Yeah, I would say you could shave down the party's total.
Nice.
To like 15. Actually.
Sick.
Oh my god.
Gnark's like part is fully paid. And Lilith basically just charms her way into someone important on the ship is just like, yeah, I'll cover your price. You know, I'm just a nice guy like that.
Definitely does
She'll,
not
like-
want to sleep with you and later.
She'll definitely like go up to him and kind of like gently like, run her finger.
Let's
up
actually
his
make
chest.
it. This guy, he's not saying it, but he's not pretending like he's doing. Like,
Mhm.
I want to be very clear because this guy's like not a douchebag. Because I think it'd be funny if there's just a guy who's like chill like that on the ship.
Yeah, he's just like chill like that.
He's like, it's clear that he's doing this because he wants to sleep with you. He's not trying to be subtle about that, but he's not
Nice.
acting like you owe it to him either.
Mhm.
Be like, hey, I wouldn't say no, but
Yeah, he's like, he's trying to charm you by paying for your you know, part,
Oh,
right?
oh, little does he know.
it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But he's not like, it's not a thing of like,
Oh, fuck.
yeah,
gotta
well,
read it.
hey, welcome. We're finally leaving Bournemouth.
Hey guys,
Yay.
welcome to the stream. We're finally
Means
leaving
nothing
this.
to anyone who just got here.
It means absolutely
They don't know our
nothing.
We've
struggle.
been, just for
12
reference, we've been
sessions.
here for like 12 sessions. This is session 36. So a third of the campaign has been in this one city because shit just keeps
Oh
happening
my
here.
god, you're so right.
And we're finally leaving. We've been halfway around the continent, and yet a third of our time has been spent in this goddamn city.
But hey, you guys came at the most pivotal point, and we're about to end the stream.
Yeah.
Yay!
No, trust Arson. Just pivot to a League stream.
No!
Yes. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Oh, fuck, fine.
When was the last time you streamed the League?
Fine, you twisted my arm. I'll go stream League after this. I gotta stream
I
more
remember when you
D&D,
streamed the
actually.
League while playing for the first
Stream
time.
D-
Oh my god. Anyways, we're on the boat. Sure is nice.
This
As
is
you
great.
get on the boat and the smell of the sea salt fills your lungs and
Wow.
Familiar.
the brisk
My-
breeze courses through your hair,
Yo.
My
we're gonna end
home.
the session.
Wow, good session,
Yay.
guys.
You depart from Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Yes!
The crowd cheered.
The crowd
Yay.
cheers! We did it!
At last,
I never thought the day would
again.
come.
my love has come along.
It
We're
just
gonna
took
spend
like
24
3
sessions on
sessions.
the boat.
Oh my god.
So now 12 more sessions on the boat.
Oh,
Oh god.
Yeah.
We do-
Two
no, 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 no,
sessions in
no.
Stardrop Isle.
Rosie, no. It's we do 14 sessions on the boat, one for each day that we're on that fucking boat.
I'm going to
That's
kill
so true,
myself.
actually.
I would kill myself.
And you know, if one of the days bleeds over, then we'll just have to do 2 sessions for 1 day on the boat, so it'll
Duh.
probably end up being at least 16 sessions.
True, because we're so bad at ending
It's
the
like
day.
a logarithmic algorithm. Like after every area that we get to, we spend twice as long there. So we're just spending exponentially longer in each area.
Oh no.
By the time we actually get to like the capital, it's just like its own campaign. There's like 300 sessions in the capital.
This Days of Dusk and start campaign 2 at
Oh
that
my
point.
god, yeah,
Season
campaign 2, we're
Campaign
in
2,
the
it's fully
capital.
contained in just the capital city of Misakoko. Days of Dusk 2. The
Oh,
days
wow.
are of Dusker.
Days of Dusk.
Session 60 at a new island after 24 sessions on the boat.
Session 120. Help.
Help me.
Please, I
Session
want off
120.
the boat.
Finally leaving Stardrop Isle.
Booking session 300.
Session
We're back
240.
at
I miss Stardrop Isle.
no. Booking session 100. We're back at fucking Bournemouth.
We're back in the fucking building again!
Oh my god.
Because that would be 3. If it were exponential, that would be the boat, and then the island, and then the boat again.
Yeah.
If we
Kill
spent
me.
12 sessions here, that would be doubled, then doubled, then doubled.
We're never finishing this. We're gonna be a year. We're gonna be 2 years into the campaign. 1 session for each hour of D&D is insane.
2 of the sessions are just overnight, the 8 hour. At this point, we're just LARPing.
Yeah. Real time LARPing.
Oh my
Real
god.
time
I gotta-
LARPing.
I'm gonna target.
Like, oh, I'm crying.
Well, good luck with your league stream, Ryler.
Good luck with
Ah,
your
shit.
stream.
Uh,
Go,
I'm
Ryder,
gonna-
you can do this.
I'm gonna end the stream because I don't feel like editing. So I'm gonna have a self-composed.
And then you'll start stream up
Yeah,
again and play later.
Exactly. I'm also gonna
I might
piss.
be back in a bit. I'm gonna go eat.
Yeah, you go eat, you go do your things. I'm also gonna go, make some food. Everybody, do a little reset. We convene in 15.
We'll be back soon. with-
Be back soon with League of Legends.
Guys, session 69,
Yeah, it-
bedroom fun night. Just for
I already
Lily.
had bedroom fun
Crazy.
night.
That was actually session 35. So
Yeah, you just missed it.
yeah.
Um,
We'll get Luke to join too, right, Luke?
Yeah, Luke is gonna
On the
Luke,
session fun time.
session.
No, please.
On League.
Dude, the idea of
Getting
actually
sticky. It's
not
getting
even
sticky.
Gnark joining it. It's Luke.
It's
I just flame myself.
okay. I'm fucking out of here.
God.
Bye.
Hey, guys.
Green Minotaur walks in.
Oh my god. That's
Grandma?
insane. Oh,
So like you gotta start downloading
You
League.
before the stream ended.
oh my god, okay, that's it. Goodbye. Be
Bye,
back in
She.
15.
Bye.